live, everybody. Hello, my beautiful watchers. I am Nick from the Phoenix Press, and welcome to the Saturday edition of Extra Credit Plays. Sorry we were a bit late. I had some mic issues I needed to sort out. Wait, there we go. Just turn this down.
Yeah, I think if you turn the sound down, almost, I haven't been introduced yet. Turn the sound down, should play fine.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody.
So this is Caster, and then also we have Bunny Girl Nix.
Good day.
Yes, very, very good day, because we are going to be playing Ghostbusters, and as usual, you do the time-honored tradition. Oh, it's an old game. Crank everything up to max. Yep, we're playing Ghostbusters, and I'm sure we're going to get copyright ding for this, so if you're on the replay, you're probably hearing nothing, so... Who here has played this game before?
You
Oh!
you forgot somebody.
Oh,
Yeah.
let me just rip off this bandage. We also have the man for whom do eternal, Luxburg.
Yes!
Wait,
Finally let out
what
of
is this
the
thing?
cage.
Wait another minute. Just pick up the phone and call the professionals. Call the Ghostbusters.
So this is from 2009.
Ghostbusters? What are those?
Available soon. Call
They bust and go.
I will say,
Are these the guys that have like the gorilla sidekick?
Yeah, why?
wrong Ghostbusters.
Now this is the real Ghostbusters.
I hear something.
Alright, look, can you read the comments?
I'm gonna take a look.
Want to hear something real?
Oh, we got comments already. Ooh, wow.
Reading about Shandor, the guy who donated most of the Gozer stuff.
Oh.
He was into the occult.
We've got.
Oh,
Guess
there we
who?
go.
Hear that? That's the sound of a copyright strike.
No!
The Wii version is best. I have it for Switch, PS3, and Wii. And really digging this game then.
Yeah, I think I played the PS3 version like a little bit.
I was gonna say, I think I really like best with that little opening scene where it showed you the Ghostbusters. They really got their likeness down.
Yeah, they really did.
And this stream is copyright struck.
And the motion capture has been around since, like, at the very least, like PS2 and GameCube stuff.
There
maybe
was some
even
in the
earlier.
there was some in the PS1 era, but that's about as early as you can get. Oh,
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 I'm glad.
Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
Is your haunting an apparition, poltergeist, phantasm, wraith, banshee?
so you shouldn't get a copyright strike for a
soul?
game because it's like in the game.
What?
You
You'd
know.
be surprised.
No.
I know.
Do not
Oh, I know. I'm just saying
members
it's stupid.
catch them so you can
You know,
ask
it's not like we're streaming a movie.
yeah, go ahead and
Yeah,
stream
well,
some
same
Guitar
to you,
Hero.
pal.
Yeah, exactly. Which I suck
Yeah.
at Guitar Hero.
Should be allowed,
Hey,
but
it's the new
never gonna
cadet.
happen.
Welcome aboard.
Yeah, I know. It's stupid.
Well,
might be
that's
a
why it's
little
really hard to
dangerous.
stream Star Wars games. Because actually,
Great.
you get dinged for the
Danger
Star
is
Wars
our
music.
life.
We'll start at 50%
Yeah.
capacity.
Yeah, I'm glad I don't,
All Star Wars music.
Hey, if you're gonna burn any tissue,
I'm glad
give it to the new
I'm glad
kid.
I don't have to
Can't
deal with
use
that kind of
blade.
shit with YouTube because
I'm
I've
more
seen horror
interested in
stories
I guess
of,
he's
like,
right.
people fighting
your
with
name again,
YouTube
kid?
for shit, and it's
No
oh yeah, that's a
names,
headache.
Ray. I don't wanna
Oh,
get too
you wanna know
attached to
how
this
bullshit
kid.
it is?
You know,
When I
just
was doing my
in case.
Pokemon streams,
See,
I got
never
dinged
let this guy.
for Pokemon music, but ringtones. The
He's
ringtone
tuned and
people
ready
were
to
trying
go.
trying to
You
get
may
me.
feel a little tingle.
Oh fuck that.
Users.
Oh, yeah.
Good.
That's
We
stupid.
perfected an
Oh, what's
extensive
hilarious
Oh,
is I
training
disputed
oh,
it
man.
30 days
Keep all your
later,
equipment's
like
basic
clockwork.
function.
Okay,
It takes
Okay,
some
but
man,
which-
similarly,
master throw skill, but
one
it's
at a
back
time.
when I made
worth the
a
effort.
video on Buzz Lightyear Star Command, you know what I got dinged for?
What?
Using the music that I got
Was that
out of a
us?
cereal
I
box.
don't think so.
Oh.
Really?
Ray.
I'm sorry.
Had to be some sort of
I didn't get copyright strikes, but I got
significant collected and centralized
they told me like they were going to mute part of my video.
Agreed. We need
I did a Halloween like little intro or whatever, you know. And at the end of it, I was like, "Happy Halloween, everybody!"
I
And
know
at the end of
the
it,
answer, but I'm gonna
I only
ask you
had the
why is
laugh.
level 7, whatever,
I had
bad or
Vincent Price's laugh from Thriller,
On a scale
and that
of
laugh, just that laugh,
Let me guess.
Just that laugh got me dinged. I was like, "Are you serious?" And they were like, "Oh, it's from Thriller." I'm like, "Come on, it's just a laugh."
Okay,
Yeah,
but
I even used clips from the show, and that's not what got me. It was the music from a cereal box.
I'm turning down the dialogue audio because it's kind of turning into like a cacophony of voices, and I don't like it. And if I don't like it, I'm sure the people on the stream don't like it. So
I was just turning the. You turn the music off for a second for that.
yeah, probably should
Yeah,
do that. And then
there we go. Yeah,
turn the subtitles on. That should work.
yeah, there we go.
Alright.
Yeah, because recently a streamer I follow on YouTube, they got their account hacked. They got both their channels hacked, and the revenue was actually going to go to the hacker. Can you believe that?
Oh God, yeah, they do that sometimes.
Yeah, because they had like a ton of videos, and they had a month's worth of videos, and the payout was coming up, and the payout was going to go to the hacker because they changed the email address and everything on there. And I was like, that is some bullshit. Now they did get everything back. You know, happy ending on that. They got everything back, but that would scare the shit out of me. Like, oh my God, your stuff gets hacked, and then YouTube was like, I think YouTube was going to take their channel down permanently and all that. And I'm like, you did nothing wrong, and you're getting punished for it. It's ridiculous.
It's such a common tale, really.
I know, and you try to talk to him, and it's just AI saying, "Oh yeah, just giving you some BS excuse."
Yeah.
YouTube really needs to like update their stuff. Like it's because like especially with bigger streamers, you would think like they would really go out of their way to help them out because like that's bread and butter for them.
Here's
not just the streamer.
Here's the thing. As bullshit as some of YouTube's policies are, I will gladly deal with YouTube more than Twitch, because at least YouTube at least tries to pretend they follow some sort of code. Twitch doesn't even try. They very much favor whoever they want.
Well, if you're a female streamer and you're doing some really lewd stuff, they won't take you down. But if you do something innocent, they take you down. It's like, okay. Yeah, they don't even follow their stuff. Yeah. I think one streamer actually like I think they had a whoopee time, which I'm gonna say. They had whoopee time on their stream.
Oh, I remember that. It was like a reflection.
And they nothing happened to them, but if you say something wrong, the ban hammer comes down on you, and it's like, okay, that's dumb.
To be fair, YouTube can have similar like kind of things. Like remember the stuff with SS Neverwolf?
Yeah. That's so stupid.
Yeah, I like how Twitch has pretty much just confirmed they have entirely different sets of standards for live on camera streamers, 2D VTubers, 3D VTubers, and anyone who uses VR chat. Just entirely different sets of standards for these four visual looks. It makes no sense.
Yeah. Rules for me and not for thee. It's just stupid. Oh man.
Yeah, Twitch has a lot of problems. And YouTube does as well, but honestly, I'll do YouTube any day.
Yeah.
You're taking the devil you know.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Yeah. Seriously, yeah. I mean, it's crazy.
So is there going to be a prompt? Or...
I stream on Twitch just because it's easier for me because I don't really have a good computer to do it with. So I just stream from my Xbox.
Also, why do I feel like this is just Diet Luigi's Mansion?
I mean, I was gonna say something about Luigi's Mansion,
Nix.
like trying to think of a button prompt joke that has to do with Luigi's Mansion.
Y'all should have been on the. Y'all should have seen my stream yesterday.
Oh God.
Yeah, it was funny. I was streaming Resident Evil 7, and I've never played it before, so I was getting kind of creeped out on some things, and I actually screamed out a couple times. I actually woke people up. People were coming to me like, "Are you okay? Is everything fine?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay. It's just playing a game."
Oh man, imagine if you were playing Luigi's Mansion 3, you would have had a heart attack.
Oh yeah. Well, I played that before.
My condolences for your blood.
Don't cross the streams.
Yeah,
Just
so
walk in front of them.
What exactly is slamming a ghost supposed to do?
I don't know.
I guess maybe you're slamming it in the confines of the stream, so maybe it hurts more because it's like bouncing against the stream.
Oh, wait, Nix, are you, well, you're being silenced?
Well, is it a stream or is it a stream or is it pre-recorded?
Wait, I have. Oh, okay. I gotta get to the trap. Okay.
Yeah.
Nick it's trying to say something. Can you read Nick's comment?
Very nice, Dan. You've got some real promise. Oh, and always remember to.
Since I'm being silenced by how much everybody hates YouTube. Number one, wow, Janine was never this hot in the movies, to me at least.
Oh.
And two, Bill Murray does not look good in these graphics. And thank God for the comment section.
Yeah. Nix, if you're still on the call, we'd love for you to talk.
He gets a cool title, too? It means he gets to carry around a bunch of untested, extremely dangerous hardware.
I mean, the fact that they got Bill Murray to come back for this anyway is kind of it's a bit of a miracle.
Very dangerous prototype hardware that could potentially blow us into New Jersey. Thanks. Keep the title, kid. It'll work hard for you.
Yeah, because you gotta remember,
Scooter, you need to go.
the only reason he comes back now is because of Harold Ramis. Oh, God.
Where to, Ray?
Reminds me of like
The Cedric
Batman
Hotel.
Arkham Asylum.
That's the first place that
Uh,
whole squad
um,
will go.
Right.
Yeah, how like
Michael's initial
how
manifestation.
Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill got on board once they heard
They've got a real good buffet. It is a great one. When Winston returns from the opera, extend an invitation.
Paul
to
Dini was
join us
writing.
at our table at the Cedric.
Hmm.
Hey, you're up, buddy. Training will be.
Well, that's
our
why it's
job.
good.
That's our job.
So Nix is okay. Nix is withholding voice under protest of unfair treatment. Nix, how were we unfair to you? Please tell us.
That disgusting green blob is up on the 12th floor again, wreaking havoc. I demand a refund
So
right
you say it's a silent protest.
If you check the
Nix is literally ghosting us, guys.
invoices. Right, invoices.
Does Busted make her feel good?
Expired some time ago.
I'm not gonna answer that.
Yeah, I gotta do those jokes, you know. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Busted.
Before you would be me.
Good.
Just don't do it to actual people, especially our co-hosts.
Good. Pick up what you can. That little green shouldn't cause us too much trouble.
Or we could do I could do what's his name from Family Guy. Busted makes me feel good.
Alright, one of the mods. Check the chat, please.
Let's see here.
Don't read,
Everybody says
don't read it.
no.
No, check the Discord chat.
You're perfectly safe.
Oh, Discord chat.
The Ghostbusters.
Don't read it.
Back off, loser. Never gonna happen.
That approach rarely works with me. I'll show you.
I do love how the first level is they're just kind of just doing the movie over again. I actually do like that.
All right, Ace. Get ready. Dr. Stantz, if you do the honors. Proud to, Dr. Venkman.
So what's your guys' history of Ghostbusters?
Proton packs must remain off in heavily populated outposts.
And in close quarters. It minimizes the city's liabilities and satisfies the restraining order the maid here had put on us.
Where we live in today, you shoot a proton stream of highly charged particles at someone, they get all suit happy. It's him!
Alright, thank you.
Nice. Now we got another plaintiff.
So, I just want to say to the stream, although we get things spicy, I like to keep things at a PG-13 message. Nothing overtly,
Watch it!
you know, whatever. Please use your best judgment, and we will not hesitate to time you out. That is a message for everybody.
All right, showtime. We wear him out, then we capture him. That's what your protons.
But, Caster, who's your favorite Ghostbuster?
Let's see here. Who would be my favorite Ghostbuster?
I'll cover the elevators and escort any ladies safely.
Let's see here. You know, when I was a kid, I always liked in the like I guess the cartoon version. I always liked Egon.
Your meter will flash and buzz when it detects a potential signal.
As far as the movie version,
This lets you see otherwise undetectable phenomena while you track it. Those trails, objects.
I don't know. I can't really say.
When the center bar peaks, you're headed in the right
It's just, they work well all together. I think that's what makes it so good.
Line the target up with the smallest circle.
Like everybody plays off each other.
Nope. Okay, you got it. Now just take us. Wait a
Now, do they have a reason in the game why Egon's not in here?
I don't know. Harold Ramis was still alive when they made this game. That's kind of why this game is so amazing, because they got all the original voice actors back.
green indicates an environment of paranormal
Yes, it's so authentic.
means an active cell.
Like even I believe Rick Moranis even came out of retirement for this.
Which is rare. I think I think they actually offered to have him come back for Frozen Empire, but he declined, from what I hear.
Yeah, he's pretty much done with everything. He's doing his own stuff.
He does make sporadic appearances. Like, I think there's an episode of The Goldbergs where Dark Helmet appeared, and it was actually, like, Harold Ramis in the suit. Or, Rick Moranis, sorry.
I'm very fascinated by his story because honestly, I think he made the right choice. Because after his wife died, he went and became a stay-at-home dad, essentially, to care for his kids.
Yeah.
And then never really got back into acting, from what I know. And I'm like, you know what? Good for him. He got out of the grind early.
Yeah. Well, he already has, like, that's the thing, is like, he already had money, like, you know. So it's not like, you know, he was hurting or anything. I think he's got a farm or something like he lives on.
Yeah, and he made lots of money from the films. Like, you gotta remember, he was in some, like, obviously Ghostbusters, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. He was in a lot of, like, very iconic movies.
Yeah. And also he like I said, he still does his own stuff. Like he does like he does like music and stuff now.
Really?
Yeah. I think he's got his own like comedy album where it's like, you know, funny songs or something.
Didn't he do a voice in Brother Bear? Like, it was him and that other guy from like a comedy duo from Canada.
You're red hot.
Probably.
Holding a good scan is sort of like taking a good snapshot. When you've got an entity in range, hold the scan button.
So I'm probably gonna get a little flack for this, but I honestly don't really gel or vibe with any of the Ghostbusters from the movie. I much prefer the cartoon.
Oh, really? Explain, please.
Well, I don't know. We'll say right up until the incident that the cartoon went through, and if you know anything about what happened to the real Ghostbusters, you know exactly what I'm talking about, and you're like, ah, yes, the incident.
I actually don't know what you're talking about.
Well, okay, so when the show was kind of first starting out, and up for, I don't know, the first couple of seasons, the real Ghostbusters had the original voice of Garfield, Lorenzo Music, playing Peter Venkman.
Oh yeah.
And he
Yeah.
was great. Honestly, he's probably my favorite Peter Venkman. Like, obviously, he's a sarcastic douchebag, but he's got a heart of gold. And Lorenzo Music is perfect for the role.
I hear Bill Murray hated it.
Yeah, well, screw Bill.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But they brought in some guy, the guy from Full House. I forget his name now. But they were like, oh, he can do a Bill Murray impression. But the Bill Murray impression he modeled his Bill Murray impression off of was Bill Murray from Caddyshack and not Bill Murray from Ghostbusters. And if you know anything about Caddyshack and Ghostbusters, so they're two very different Bill Murray performances.
Dave Coulier.
Dave Coulier, yeah.
Oh, you mean the guy that Alanis Morris based a song off of?
I suppose so. But anyways, yeah, so a new team came in to, I don't know what they were hoping to do with the show, because the show was insanely popular from what I know, and I really liked it growing up. But then these guys got a hold of it, Q5 I think they were called, and they made some really, really stupid changes to this show. They made Janine more motherly and gave her rounder glasses because, and I shit you not, they said sharp objects like these glasses scare children. They make children feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, that was stupid.
All right.
They made Winston the driver. If you notice, before Q5 got their hands on the series, everyone drove at least once or twice. After that, it's only Winston driving.
Yeah. Nix, can you read Herman's comment, please?
Herman says the author is in the chat, and authoritative authorly author.
That's right, everybody. We have a bona fide author in the chat. He is an author's author. If you need author advice, you go to the author, Herman.
But yeah, so Janine went from a sarcastic but like strong character. She was a really good female character at a time when a lot of female characters had to be like the girl of the group.
Yeah.
She didn't take any lip from the guys, and she stepped in once or twice to actually like save the day, or at least save the boys.
Yeah, she gave as good, or she gave as good as she got.
Exactly.
You know, she could, yeah, like you said, she could handle their bullshit and give it back to them, you know.
Yeah,
and that was
put them down a peg when they were getting too big for their britches. After Q5, she's this oh no, everything's going wrong, and she has to be the most bland, motherly, and they even got rid of the voice actress too.
Take back now,
and like what I hate.
Mamma mia, the disrespect. Oh yeah, and they decided to make Slimer the main character, the star of the show.
Well, that part I can understand, because it was like an Urkel effect, he was popular.
Yeah, but he wasn't popular enough that all the kids loved him. Slimer was good in small doses, that's how he worked, but after Q5 took over, every character loved Slimer, even Peter. And yeah, Peter cared about Slimer before then, but it was sort of he's an annoying sibling kind of way.
Yeah. See, that's the thing, is like the early seasons of Ghostbusters, it was a little dark. It was a little dark, and but the thing was, it wasn't like it wasn't dark enough that it wasn't kid friendly. You know, it was still like it was basically like they didn't talk down to their audience.
Like Batman the animated series.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, they didn't talk down to their audience, and it was kind of dark, and it was really good. And then like you said, Q5 came in and they babyfied everything. They made everything
All of a
childproof.
sudden, and now all of a sudden you've got these 3 junior Ghostbusters, quote unquote, that are like, okay, so anyone remember the from the 80s TMNT, the Zack the Fifth Turtle?
Oh wait,
Oh,
what?
jeez. Yeah.
Yeah, the stupid
I
little kid
remember that.
sidekick character they brought in to relate to the youth audience. It's like doing Batman with Robin, but Robin's the most annoying little shitbag ever.
Yeah.
I love how so many different iterations are like, let's do an extra turtle, and it just never works.
No, but he wasn't even a turtle. He was a human kid dressed up in a shitty little Ninja Turtle costume.
Oh, they were trying to be like an audience avatar kind of character.
Yeah.
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 And that's the thing is we're here for the Ninja Turtles. Like, if you can't sell the Ninja Turtles to kids, something's wrong with you. Something's wrong with you.
All right.
If you can't sell Ghostbusters to kids, something's wrong with you.
All right, Harger Bunny, welcome back. Hopefully we're good this time.
You bring your apron?
Yeah.
Like, the Ghostbusters had kid characters come in and help the Ghostbusters take care of certain things in the first few seasons too, in the good seasons, the good era. But it was a lot more believable. Like there's this one episode where Egon fights the Boogeyman, and a couple of kids come in and help him, and it makes sense because those are the kids that the Boogeyman's scaring. They're his victims. And it's the victims taking power from their attacker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Hardcore Bunny says, if you want dark, read the Ghostbusters comics.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why I was hoping when they had everybody remember the Extreme Ghostbusters?
I think the Extreme Ghostbusters has kind of been whittled down to the one clip like, wait, she's legal? That's all people who care about that show now.
Yeah, but to me, that's what I was hoping for when the when the Extreme Ghostbusters came out. That's what I was kind of hoping for was it would, and it kind of did. It kind of
as far as the real Ghostbusters did in the earlier seasons.
Yeah,
they went pretty dark.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was dark, but not unkid friendly. And that's
would be the word I would use.
Spooky, yeah, that's one thing, yeah. And but yeah, they kind of also had that same thing where they kind of had to babyfy things, and it was just stop talking down to your audience.
Legit. I think the biggest misstep is that they had a character played by Carlton from The Fresh Prince, and they don't really do a whole lot with him. You could make the same argument that Winston kind of got the shaft in a lot of Ghostbusters media, because he came in late the first movie, then he barely features in the second movie, and the real Ghostbusters, he gets a bit more time to shine, but after Q5 takes over, they take him right back to the background.
Yeah, Winston is definitely one of those characters that people don't know how to handle. He's actually my favorite. If I had to say my favorite to be Winston, because he's the everyman.
Yeah,
that's what
blue collar worker came in.
Yeah, well, basically, he was like, "If there's a paycheck in it, I'll believe anything you want."
That is the most realist line in the entire movie.
Yeah.
Actually, kind of interesting. So the guy,
if the initial 3 didn't seem enough dry humored straight man, then he's even more.
Yeah, and here's the thing, going back to what Nix was saying was that, I think that's what Winston was. Winston was the audience. He was the audience avatar because he's the fish out of water that we're supposed to kind of relate to a little bit.
I don't know if you guys.
Yeah, once he's there, the rest seem like crazy wackadoodles.
Yeah.
So what sucks though is that originally Winston was supposed to be played by Eddie Murphy.
Oh, that would have been fucking amazing. I would like to see that.
His character was supposed to be another scientist, but when they cast when they made him an everyman, they toned down his character, and it wasn't Eddie Murphy. So even in the first movie, he was still getting the shaft.
Let's see. Hardcore Bunny says, in the real Ghostbusters comic, a kid is the Antichrist and gets abducted by his Satan father.
What?
Holy shit! Wow, in the comics, wow. I need to read these comics. Holy shit, that sounds. Extreme Ghostbusters was done by the same people who did the Jumanji cartoon.
Oh god, that's so
Yeah.
underrated. That is so underrated.
Yeah, and it says, Nix, what you're saying sounds a lot like Bayless's video on the subject. Yeah. I mean, I watched him. I watched a couple of his videos, whatever, where he's talking about that. Yeah, so a lot of the stuff we're covering is basic, knowledge you can find on the internet.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Also,
but yeah,
Ernie Hudson was going to play Winston in the cartoon, but he lost out because apparently they didn't think he sounded enough like Winston.
That kind of reminds me of. Did you know that Dolly Parton once entered a Dolly Parton look like contest and lost to a trans person?
Wow.
That's hilarious, though.
So,
wait a minute, hold on. I gotta rewind that back a bit. Hold on a second. So, you're telling me, Ernie Hudson couldn't voice the cartoon because he didn't sound like Ernie Hudson?
Yes.
I'm actually looking at a little bit of...
I think I'm gonna bleed from my ears. Like that. That is. Oh my god. Oh my god. That is so dumb.
I hear stories like that quite a bit with people entering look-alike contests or doing some kind of like wanting to try to voice themselves more or less, and then just whoever's in charge just seems to have no idea who they are, and then they just lose out.
Arsenio Hall
they're not recognized.
I think
it happens a lot.
I will say this though, I think Arsenio Hall did a good job as Winston.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But it's kind of funny. Here's what they on the interview. It says, "Yeah, I did, and it was funny because they said you don't have to audition for the part, but the director wants to hear you read the material." So I went in to read the material, and the guy said, "No, that's all wrong." When Ernie Hudson did it in the movie, and I'm like, "Well, wait a minute, I am Ernie Hudson."
Wow.
Yeah.
What did they say?
That's all I got.
I think Herman.
Oh my god!
I think Herman pretty much sums up the real reason. I think someone was able to get not Ernie Hudson for a few dollars less. Yeah, that was probably the short of it. Is getting real Ernie Hudson would be a lot more expensive than getting not Ernie Hudson.
You guys to join us. You grab the little spud.
Ray, we need to have a heart to blow out talk with this one.
All right, Bunny, warning.
Uh-oh. Heads up, your initiation is over. Now give us a hand. We've got a couple of...
I didn't say he was made the driver because he was black. I'm saying that they made him the driver, and it kind of isn't a good look.
Yeah.
Especially in that era.
He's not driving Miss Daisy. Let's just put it that way.
But I can see what he's saying here. Is they want him to be the the
mechanic.
The mechanic action guy.
But that was Ray. Ray was kind of their mechanic because he was the one doing all that kind of stuff. Egon was the scientist, sure, but like, I don't know. I remember seeing Ray do a lot of like just fiddling around with like vehicles and stuff.
Oh, he said that's what Bayless said about him being the driver.
Oh.
So he was just quoting Bayless. But wow, I expect more from Bayless. His content's usually solid, but yeah.
I mean, he has a very, very obvious political lean, but yeah, he's got good content for the most part. I watch him play like his sarcasm.
Yeah, there's a lot of content creators I watch where I like their content, but their politics often get in the way. Like I used to really like watching Dominic Noble, and his politics sometimes get in the way. But it seems like recently, like in the last year or so, it's gotten insufferable.
Well, that's how I felt.
He became the most insufferable twit ever.
Yeah, I definitely try to avoid it.
Like he got rid of his Harry Potter content. I loved his Harry Potter videos, and then stupid tweets. He's,
Oh no.
oh, I'm taking all this down and yada 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 because this isn't the kind of stuff I want on my channel, blah blah. And I'm like, dude.
Ugh.
When it builds his channel, that's the other part.
Yeah.
Say you hate women and be done with it, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, like that's how I feel about because like when I first got on Twitter, or around the time I first got on Twitter, I seen like a post by Mark Hamill, and I was like, oh cool, Mark Hamill, I'll follow him. I love Mark Hamill. And then after a week, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna just stop following Mark Hamill because all his posts are dumb political shit, and I thought it'd be more like, you know, voice acting and anecdotes and maybe funny stuff, but no, it was all just boom, 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 political, and I was like, oh Jesus Christ, dude, I get enough of that. It's just on regular,
Political and
you know,
stupid.
Yeah.
Oh
political
my
and
God, Ron
stupid.
Perlman. When I heard about the stupid
Oh God,
comments
Ron
he's been
Perlman.
making about
Oh my
TikTok, I was
God.
like, I'm gonna just not talk about you anymore. I don't want to watch anything you're in. I don't want to hear your voice. Because all I'm gonna think about is the damn pea hands thing.
Yeah, and I love
Yeah,
Ron Perlman. I love that dude.
The
Yeah, I
voice
love it.
acting.
I think
I think
Jim Carrey is the only person I can think of who was like that and was like, you know what? I need to stop this.
Oh God, remember like Kick-Ass 2? Like he did the whole Kick-Ass 2 movie, and then there was a school incident. Let's just say that, and he's like, I disavow the entire thing, but like he didn't return his Kick-Ass 2 paycheck.
I suppose we should go after him, unless you.
yeah, and then now and then I seen a video just the other day of like Michael Keaton doing political shit, and I was like, please, Michael, please don't, please just yeah, please don't. I was like, I don't want to hate you, please.
Come on, you were cool
Just stop.
with Batman.
And Beetlejuice and everything. Just please stop.
One of my favorite like things is on the set of Spider-Man: Homecoming, he would just randomly like go up to people, whisper in there and say, "I'm Batman." Like he would do that constantly.
This way. He's drifting upstairs.
I love that.
Now, why would he do that?
Because he's Batman. All
I
right.
kind of find it funny though that a lot of people thought he was too short to play Batman, and then the movie actually comes out and we're like, wow, he's great as Batman.
They could have cast him as Wolverine then.
Yeah, people were upset he wasn't short enough.
Comically accurate.
I love that they made fun of that in Deadpool Wolverine.
Yeah. Because you usually forget, like, Wolverine is actually that small, yeah.
So, Nix, since Hardcore Bunny had a lot of comments, just pick and choose which ones you want to read.
I was gonna let the boys read them tonight.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Lug, read the
Spend
comments.
some time in the spotlight.
Wait, when did this become Titanic?
More specifically, a 7,000 cubic meter bathtub filled with robotically charged seawater.
Also, thank you, Nix, for doing that. Appreciate it.
Oh wait, where did they get the sea cucumbers from?
I don't want to know, actually.
I'm not gonna think about it.
From the C-store.
Actually watching the commentary firsthand, because it offers a different slant than how Phyllis says it. And he's saying Star Wars Episode 3 was one big anti-Bush propaganda piece. Don't be surprised if the actors think the same. I don't know. I don't remember what he was doing.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was
I was
even more too young to care about such things at that age. Fun story. The Fisherman Ghost was
I will say episode 2 and 3 do have some Iraq War stuff in it, but you know.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Now, I get the parallels now. Yeah, I see it now. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Fun story. The Fisherman Ghost was supposed to be the Flying Dutchman, who was supposed to have a backstory in this level.
Really?
Well, I wonder why they cut that. That'd have been pretty cool.
Yeah, it would have actually.
So it's a ghost within the ghost. The game has its own ghosts.
That's like 16 ghosts.
Yeah. Well, I like how like one episode of the Extreme Ghostbusters they actually go after like the Jersey Devil.
I love that legend.
Yeah. See, that's the stuff I would have liked. It like I know they had like generic ghosts for stuff, but like I liked when they actually incorporated like the boogeyman, like real, like kind of like, well, not real, but things that we know in the real world,
Yeah.
I also like how they did it to where Egon was a victim of the boogeyman as a child, and he's actually scared of the dark, even though he's supposed to be the most rational one. I like how they did that.
Well, yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
man,
when
that
he's
reminds me of, like,
traumatized by
Batman.
something,
Yeah.
That kind of thing gets me thinking about like Batman being so grounded and rational and being absolutely knowledgeable and understanding of magic and stuff, especially when he was bringing it up to Terry McGinnis.
Well, you gotta really.
I don't believe that stuff. Of course I do. I've seen it for years.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's seen all kinds of weird shit.
I've learned magic.
Sam Heen was the best Ghostbusters villain. I'll give you that one. Yeah, that's a good villain. That
brings up a good question, though. What kind of lore reason is there that he doesn't actually use it?
Use what?
Magic. He's very knowledgeable of it, but doesn't use it.
Batman?
Yeah, I think there's
because
it's because magic in DC always comes at a cost, and magic is like the one thing where like he could become an evil villain if he uses it too much.
So similar to the whole why he doesn't sounds a little similar to like the whole why he doesn't just shoot the Joker thing.
Because plot, basically.
I don't know. I kind of like that Batman knows himself so well. Bruce knows himself so well that he's like, no, if I took this path, I would never come back from it. So I don't even want the temptation. It's like someone who's got addiction issues in their family being like, yeah, I know if I go on the sauce, I'm never going to come off of it, and I don't want to do that to myself because I've watched so many other people in my family destroy themselves over it.
Because we're never going to get good media again, so I have to preface with that.
Yes, we will. Indie.
Yeah, but what I'm talking about, like with huge franchises, we'll never get good media again because everybody's stupid with stuff nowadays. But if we ever got like another Ghostbusters cartoon that was actually good, I would actually like to see them go to like quote unquote real haunted places.
Oh, kind of like, imagine if they did like a Ghost Hunters, Busters kind of stuff.
Yeah, something like that. Something like that.
No.
Yeah.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! You just put a horrifying thought in my head. Imagine you just made that wish. The monkey's paw lowers a finger.
Oh no! What have I done?
You a Ghostbusters show.
And who gets it?
Discovery Channel.
Who gets
Studio
it?
Discovery
Oh.
Channel. Discovery Channel.
It's okay, Lug. It's not real. It can't hurt you.
Oh wow. Yeah, I know. That's what I said. If we could get good media again.
I will.
But,
I did enjoy Ghostbusters Afterlife. I will say that.
Afterlife was good.
Popping out of Korea a lot more.
Afterlife was good.
More attention.
Wasn't great. Frozen Empire
Was trash.
was trash, but here's the thing: it didn't.
Just under 3 hours.
It was
I'm
just
gonna
barely
say,
watchable. I'm gonna say that.
yeah, it wasn't woke trash. He was just
I mean,
incompetent.
it had elements of it, like I'm sorry, the whole lesbian ghost
Yeah.
stuff, and I'm not gonna say they intended
No.
this, but the fact that you had a lesbian ghost and one of them actually like self-ghosted herself, when historically those kind of people have a history of that problem. Yeah, that's unintentionally not good.
What?
Nix, what do you think?
Wait a minute. Did I sleep during that? Was she a lesbian ghost?
Yeah, she was in love with a female ghost.
Oh, okay. I must have fell asleep in the theater in that part. I don't know. I didn't remember that part. Holy shit.
Yeah, it was a linchpin about how they got the demon out.
No.
Nix, what's your thoughts?
I didn't watch it because I'm smart.
Yes, Nix is smart. We all know that.
Well, I got
But,
dragged to go see it, so.
Honestly, I don't think Ghostbusters media will ever be better to me than the first few seasons of Real Ghostbusters, and I don't want to set myself up for disappointment.
I think
And that's what I hate. I hate that we have to, like, we'll never have anything as good as X in like 80s or 90s or early 2000s. You know, name the show. Name the show. Be like, I'd really like to have this show. Boom. Nope. They're gonna make it stupid. Every single time they're gonna make it stupid.
Or even worse, it's like, oh, they're gonna do it. Let's give it a chance. Oh, first season was good. Second season, oh my god, they did it. Here it comes.
Yeah. Like for instance, I thought the first season of Castlevania was pretty good.
First two seasons are
And
actually pretty good.
Very good, and then it just devolved into every other word was cuss word, and everybody talked like they do nowadays, and it made a lot of stuff that didn't make any sense, and I was like, wow, how far the mighty have fallen. I was like, this could have been an epic series, and now it's trash. And I didn't even watch Nocturne, because Nocturne just looked like hot garbage.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it is.
I was smart because as soon as I heard Castlevania on Netflix as a quote-unquote anime, not really an anime, so let's just drop that bullshit.
Yeah.
I knew right from the get-go it's not going to be good.
Yeah.
And
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, it was deceptively bad.
Said that this was going to be shit. And
It was deceptively bad. Because like they lured you in with a false sense of like, oh man, this first season and second season, wow, this is pretty good, and then it just no.
To figure out where
I think it's bad. Like the fight at the end with Death with Trevor, that could have been epic. But man, it pulls me out of it when the Grim Reaper says "fuck" every other word.
Yeah, and they got Malcolm McDowell to voice Death, which, like, I'm
and
sorry.
they got Malcolm McDowell to voice Death. Yes, and I was like, dude, it was like when he would do like actual like lines that were good. It was like fucking like butter, like melted butter for my brain. I was just like, oh my god, it's so fucking good. Oh my god. But then it was like when. Then he would say, the F word, and it was like, pulled me out of it. Sorry, bad. Like he talks about, like, he was like, I've been here since the dawn of time, and I'm here to eat you fuckers.
Or do you remember that
and I was like,
where Isaac literally blocked Death on his not cell phone mirror?
Oh yeah.
Hey Tevya.
And then and then Trevor Belmont gives like an epic speech about Death. He's like, you just consume things. You don't do anything. You're just a killer. That's all you are. Blah blah blah. And it was a pretty good speech. And then he goes to Malcolm McDowell and he's like, "What are you reading? Your fucking obituary?" And I was like, "Oh my god!"
And he fights him for no reason. Like literally, there's no reason to fight him, other than
There really is no reason for them to fight. Yeah.
Can I just say
I-
that I knew when, like I said, I knew and I didn't watch it, but what kind of gave it away was all the stupid jokes they'd make and all the swearing. I swear like a trucker, okay? I don't need that in my media though. If it's there for like
Alright.
a reason, you know what I mean? Then yeah, okay.
Alright,
But when
this is
every
good.
other word.
I'm sorry, like, this is good conversation, but, like, I have no idea what I need to do. Like, I don't know where the trap is. Like, do I just whittle them down? Also, hey Tevya, hey Black Reaper Kai, nice to see ya.
It shouldn't be like a little light showing you where the trap's at.
Yeah, I'm trying to find out where it is. It's on my left. Yeah, I don't see the trap. Do I deploy it? Is there a button I use? Because he gave me the trap. Yeah, I have the trap right here. It's on my belt.
Why don't you pause and look at the controls? Maybe you need to figure out which button you got to use for the. Oh, there we go. Any
Deploy, capture stream. Proton equipment.
Yeah, that.
So it's up.
Yeah, deploy capture stream. Oh wait, no, that's different. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
not letting me. All right, what's the comment saying?
Oh boy, we got a bunch.
Yeah, so it happens when you don't take care of it.
Hardcore when it's saying to throw the trap.
How do I throw the trap? That's the problem. I'd love to.
Batman can beat anyone with prep time syndrome. That's a good solid JJ video, by the way, if anybody wants to watch it. That's funny. Ghostbusters / Annabelle. Let's not get too meta with entertainment. Did anyone read any good Ghostbusters comics? No, we didn't. No. I own all the omnibuses IDW released. You know what? I might have to get into that. That because they sound pretty damn good.
I know they did like a giant crossover.
Well, that's what it says right here. TMNT / Ghostbusters was a great crossover.
Oh, TMNT / Ghostbusters? Interesting.
Yeah. They downplayed the lesbian angle so it could be interpreted as really good friends.
Oh god, Sailor Moon all over again.
No,
we had it. We had it when it was good. That's all that matters, and I think that's pretty much it. Like, but that's what I'm saying. Like it shouldn't be like we shouldn't be able just to have to always go to the past to get good stuff. There should be new good stuff, but that's what sucks.
So
if we get crap, no one knows how to write anymore. That's the problem. No one knows how to write anymore. At least in big entertainment. Now indie. There's a ton of indie writers out there, but they don't usually get the exposure that they need.
All right.
Wink, wink.
There we go. All right, I got it. Take it back now, y'all.
Sadly, the hardcore omnibuses from IDW sold out and are resold for hundreds of dollars. Oh my god. Well, there that goes. I guess I'll have to find somewhere on the internet and read them there.
Almost got it. Yes! So it turns out the X button deploys the trap.
Did they not say that?
I don't.
Is this one of the games that doesn't tell you anything?
They do.
Guys,
Okay.
I'm right outside. And so is something else.
Oh no.
Gosh, we've missed you, partner. Glad you could make it. But first, how was Aida? Well, we had to make do with this new specimen here.
I've been trying to get here for over 4 hours. here. Traffic is a little blocked right now.
Wait. I know that thud.
It's Godzilla.
Winston, what do you see out there? It's me. It's clean and soft and white. And you all
Is it a pillow?
No,
Yeah.
this is not possible. Not here, not now.
He's got
Yeah.
PTSD
Yeah.
over what he did.
But speaking of Ghostbusters and all that, y'all know the channel Toy Galaxy?
Yeah, I love them. Got the guy who runs
Yeah.
it, he can be a bit of a dick sometimes, but I like his content.
Oh, yeah, I imagine so. But
Don't go on his
but
Twitter.
yeah, they,
Never go on his Twitter.
I'll believe me, I
What?
won't.
What, Nix?
Ray, he said it wasn't me this time. He just kind of put his hand on Egon's shoulder. I was just
Yeah.
funny.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah. But yeah, they actually did a video the other day about the Ghostbusters, but it was the Filmation Ghostbusters, and of course they went into all like the legal things with like the real Ghostbusters and all that and whatever. So I thought it was pretty good video. So y'all want to watch that? It's pretty good. Because it was talking about how like I think it was like Lou Schreimer was like, or somebody was reading the trade papers, and they were talking about like how they're gonna have like this new Ghostbusters movie come out, and they're like, wait a minute, we own Ghostbusters, and how but the thing is they settled with Columbia Pictures to earn like 1% of box office revenue.
Oh, they made bank.
Well, apparently they didn't. I forgot what they said, was apparently like Columbia like fudged the numbers or something. I don't know.
Hollywood accounting.
Yeah, Hollywood accounting, basically. Yeah, they did it to where like they didn't make that much money.
All right,
and
Caster, can you read
Yeah.
John Ortiz's comment?
Hey guys, calling in an alternate dimension where Ghostbusters 2016 is just an adaptation of Extreme Ghostbusters. Nothing happens in 2020. Got to go to the president debate. Is a Smash Bro fight.
Oh god, that would be so cool.
Didn't you hear someone on the one of the liberals? I forget his name, but he was apparently going to campaign in Call of Duty or something.
What?
Yeah, a bunch of people were commenting like, "Oh, he's gonna get called every slur in the book."
Yeah. Oh,
He's gonna learn some new ones he probably didn't even know about.
I know they did a live stream for one of the people in World of Warcraft.
Please don't have political rallies in my games, please.
Yeah.
I play these games to get away from that shit. Please,
So,
please.
do you remember? I remember in 2020, one of the candidates actually had a Animal Crossing world, and Nintendo took it down.
Good.
Wow.
Okay, I heard
No,
about
I
that
think it
until
might
they
have been
started taking it down. I didn't know they took it down.
Yeah, because professionals
Well-
have standards.
Nintendo doesn't want to get political with their games, and they don't want like religious stupidity either.
Yeah.
It's been that way for a very, very long time.
Yeah. But yeah, like it's I don't know. That's pretty much why I've gotten into the indie scene, was because I'm just tired of the entertainment industry. I'm just tired of it, and I find a lot better material in with indie creators.
Yeah, like I heard there's this really good indie comic about a girl in Batman called Preacher.
Exactly. But that's what I'm saying. Like that's I just started going after indie creators, and you know, I actually fund a lot of indie projects because I believe in it. I want it to succeed because I put my money where my mouth is. Like, you know, I complain
Oh,
about
you
it.
certainly did, sir.
Yeah, I complain about it, but I also like I do something about it, which is I support people who I think need support and need to get their shit out, and
And
I'm glad when they do.
And ultimately, this is like my problem with a lot of people on quote unquote my side is there's a lot of complaining, not a lot of actually doing anything about the issue.
Exactly. Make good shit and shut up. That's pretty much what it is. Like, and I hate. I'm not gonna name any names, because we all know who we all know who they are. But I was gonna say, like, you know, there's a lot of creators out there who just basically turned the indie scene into their giant political platform. That's all they did.
Yeah.
And it's like
exactly what they were just speaking out against a couple of years or so before.
Exactly. A bunch of hypocrites.
And everyone knows who we're talking about, essentially.
Everybody knows who we're talking about. That's why I'm not going to name any names.
The slightest idea how little that narrows it down.
Pretty much. There's a lot of them to do it, and it's just like, come on, like, just make good content, and then you get indie creators trying to fight under indie creators, and I'm like, dude, we're all on the same side.
Yeah.
Make good content.
They treat the scene like it's essentially pro wrestling.
Not just like they bring their politics and bullshit into it. They also don't make good on their promises.
Yes.
That's another thing too.
All right, what's
See,
the
when
comment?
you make something and people fund you to make it, they want it in their hands.
Yeah.
I got to Johnny Orta says I got one. I do got one idea. Ghostbusters meet Danny Phantom crossover.
It's actually not bad, honestly.
That would actually be pretty good. If done right, it could be a good love letter, you know.
Yeah.
To like both of them, you know. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, so. But yeah, like Nick was saying, there's a lot of content creators out there who they talk the talk, but they don't walk the walk. They don't put their stuff out, and they don't do it in a timely order. They want you to back them, and they want to just spout their nonsense. And it's like, dude, I'm just here for the content.
Oh,
give me content.
You that you're upset that you don't have the content.
Yeah, it's your fault.
No.
Yeah.
If you're selling something, you actually have to sell it. You can't just take people's money and fuck off to Fiji, because trust me when I say this, in this current day of the internet, you will be hunted down and gut like a pig.
In Minecraft.
Yeah.
In Minecraft.
Yeah. Because it's but when you find, but that's the thing. So, you know, be very, you know, just be. I would say if you're gonna get into the indie scene and or, you know, whatever, do your research on who you want to back. You know, because I know there's a lot of times where you'll see something and be like, wow, that's so awesome. Yes, I want to back that. Do your research first, because while they may have something interesting, you may not get it for like 5 years.
If at all.
Yeah.
If at all.
I mean, I hate it that I can only release one comic book in a series per year. But even that output is faster than a lot of these creators.
Exactly. I have, yeah, as I'm saying, and there's some creators where I've gotten burned, where like they take way too long. And there was like one creator, they took so long that they eventually just dropped the project and just gave everybody a PDF of the comic instead of actually giving a printed copy.
What?
But yeah, they were just like, you know, sorry, you know, things took too long, blah 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 blah, and they were just like, here's the PDF of the comic for everybody, that, as a way to make amends. And I'm like, it's not. I mean, it's not really a good apology. At least I got something, but you know.
Also, catch up
you still didn't.
Yeah, catch up on the comment, please.
Let me see here. Gosh, I'm gonna put his little reading glasses on here. Let's see here. The problem isn't politics; it's the actual content and substance. And I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Black Reaper Kai says I've been reading manga, and that's a whole nother ball of wax to get into. Where it's like that's why manga is actually kicking the shit out of American comics in its own country because
we get fun stories. We don't have to pay that much for them, and we actually get them on time.
exactly like you can go to Walmart right now and get manga. That's how popular it is.
We're not gonna dive too deep into the stuff, but like as far as Praise of Shadows, the guy's a massive idiot. Okay, you make a 3-hour long video, basically trying to take down creators, and what did you not expect pushback? Come on, bro.
Yeah.
Consequences of my own action, they ain't so.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
And if you look at his Discord comments, he just seems like a massive idiot.
But see, I hate how there's people out there who hate there's a lot of indie creators out there who hate manga because it's doing so well, and it's like, yeah, it's doing so well because it's fun.
It's doing the thing you said you were gonna do.
Yeah, exactly.
Fulfilling the word.
Exactly. But anyways,
my biggest problem is with the going after manga.
Oh, I remember when I first joined indie. A lot of indie creators. But by the way, when we say indie, we're talking about all indies. We're not talking about any specific faction here. We're just talking in general. Just let me know.
Yeah.
A lot of them had this phobia against digital. They're like, oh, they can pirate it. Like, if they wanted to pirate it, they just scan the comic.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what I had to do when I made my ISOM review. And I had to be very careful because I could only scan most of the pages, and I only showed a few pages. But I didn't want to damage the book, so I couldn't scan the whole pages for my video when I used B-roll. So it was a little awkward to scan.
But read the comments. Sorry.
I read a Hulk comic that straight out said someone like me should be beaten to death by a green monster because I disagree with a divisive issue.
Oh yeah, Marvel Comics is.
Sadly, yeah. Hope this isn't political, but did I just hear Praise of Shadows is actually back?
Yeah, I was talking about that a second ago. I heard he was gonna come back, but I don't know. I don't think it's gonna last.
And then Harker Bunny says, has anybody here read any of my stuff on Substack?
I haven't. I know you've linked it to me, and I do apologize. I should read it.
Yeah, if you could send me that link too, yeah, that'd be great. I would actually be morbidly interested in reading that. Sorry, dude, I also love manga just as the next guy, but there is also Euro comics. That's true too. Yeah. There's also French and
what is it?
I know the French.
Or whatever.
Like the French are goofy for comics. They've been doing comics for a while.
French animation.
I know there's a lot of. Yeah, British comics are doing pretty good. I know. Apparently, Donald Duck is very popular in Europe. Yeah. Donald Duck comics. Yeah.
What's funny is there was a period in the 50s and the 60s where Donald Duck was arguably more popular than Mickey Mouse.
Yeah. And actually had good stories too. They weren't just cutesy stuff. It was actually had good stories.
Yeah, the Carl Barks Scrooge McDuck stories.
Yeah, and also a lot of those Donald Duck's comic books were some of the basis for the DuckTales.
Yeah.
Some of those stories. Yeah. So that's why DuckTales was so good because a lot of them were just adaptations of previous story ideas and beats that were done with from the comics. Yeah. Black Reaper Kai says manhwa as well. I've been reading that as well.
Okay.
I'm reading a bit of manhwas from time to time. I kind of got out of it when they started releasing chatbots, and I ended up getting back into writing not too long after. So.
Oh, you and your infamous JoJo chatbot addiction.
No, actually, different chatbots, but they've been helping me get back into writing, so I'm
cool.
not too. Yeah. I actually posted a little bit of what I wrote so far, like a small piece of it, on Twitter. And nobody cared. But that's fine.
We love you, Nix. Don't worry.
Girlboy says, "Oh, Disney comics are great. Zombie Copy, the Disney adaptation of Dracula. I love Disney comics."
Wait,
Yeah,
that
I
was
mean,
a thing?
yeah. I guess they did. That actually sounds pretty funny. I like to read that.
Yeah.
But yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like, you got comics from all over the world. There's all kinds of great places. There's a lot of content out there that you're just gonna have to dig a little to get to it. Because that's the thing about the media that we have now is everything is spoon fed and you can go to it instantly. And a lot of people look for that. But if you actually do a little digging, you can find a lot more gold.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But here's the thing, though. You can find new stuff that are great. Like I said, in the indie scene, if you dig a little deep, you can find really cool stuff in the indie scene.
Or
and what I like about
indie gaming.
Indie gaming, yeah. But what I like about the indie comic scene is that here's what in my personal experience with the indie comic scene is I got into an indie comic, which led me to other creators, 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 and that's the thing is down the line, some of the creators aren't even related to each other. It's just like this creator knows this creator, this creator knows this creator. Oh, and then like sometimes you get recommended this stuff, and it's like, okay, cool. So that's how I got to know a lot of different. Got to find a lot of different indie creators. Was just finding one of them, and it just kind of like led down a rabbit hole, if you will, of just all kinds of different creators and comics and stuff like that. And like I said, sometimes you do get burned with the crowdfunding, but you do your research, and if it's somebody who's never had one before, that's a risk you might just want to take sometimes, but
Yeah.
because there's a lot of people out there who are just trying to get their foot in the door, and they need your help.
But then the thing is, in my experience, a lot of times those failed campaigns aren't really due to malice. It's due to them getting in over their head.
Yeah, they're getting in over their head. They don't know what they're doing, but they're trying, But the thing about Screecher coming out once a year, it's like, well, that's just what you can do now. But eventually, hopefully, in the future, things will snowball where things can get faster and production can speed up.
Yeah.
That's the whole goal. That's what I'm saying. But you're on the right path. That's what I'm saying. You're getting there, and that's the thing. Is like we're all getting there. And that's good. But the thing is, like, for instance, like, with the Phoenix Press, what you pay for is what you get. And you get it on time.
Yeah.
Like
what I do deliver, it actually delivers on time.
That's what I'm saying, and it's not like, there's no like, oh, you might get it or you might not get it. No, you will get it. Come hell or high water, and you're promised a certain time, and you're going to get it by that certain time, and that's the way it should be.
Yeah, like for example, I can tell you, we should be finished with the inks probably in the next few days. The artist only has one page left to go, and colors are up to page 20, I believe. Letters should be following shortly.
Mm-hmm. And before I read the comments, I wanted to ask one more question. So how is Lost Kingdom coming along?
It's coming along good. I did take a little bit of a break to get Screecher going. Before 3-tier was before 3-tier launched, I had rewritten chapter 1 that was fully rewritten. And I have started on chapter 2.
Okay.
And I had a meeting with my editor earlier this week.
Okay. So everything's pretty much just on track, and
yeah.
All right, cool, awesome.
The summer next year release is still good.
And it says Hardcore Bunny says the old Mickey, Donald, and Scrooge comics are golden. Yep.
Yeah.
Pretty much, like really good. Like if you can find them, go and get go and read them.
I think they reprinted the Scrooge comics a couple times.
Then he says, Nick's create for yourself, not for others, and you'll never be disappointed.
Yeah.
I do, but I'd like the attention too.
Yeah, that's
true.
That's something that I learned. That like, oh, that is so cool! That's one of those details where like they didn't have to do it, but I appreciate it.
That looks like our ticket. That tank is leaking gas all over the place. That is a serious safety hazard, man. I wanted to test these first, but since we're waving that
No, this game is the true third movie, or
I mean, that's pretty much how everyone keeps describing it. That comes up a lot. Wait, why is the fire going backwards?
Don't question it, Lug.
It's going
I
back
calculated
in.
my.
It's like vacuuming up a fart.
I calculated my comic collection, and I own about $250,000 worth of comics. Holy crap!
Oh my God, Hardcore Bunny's rich. Wait,
Yeah.
Speaking of which, Hardcore Bunny has you back, Screecher. Oh look, it's my pals, it's my rats.
$250,000 worth of comics, or Screecher? Take $250,000 or priceless.
I mean, I don't know. Some of those, I mean, I release pretty low quantities of Screecher, so if this takes off, those comics can be pretty valuable.
Yeah. So.
I guess
But
we'll wait for a little while. I will be back. Don't burn the place down.
We will try. Au revoir.
Alright, now that Nyx is gone, let's burn the place down.
Alright, let's see here.
Anyone got some matches?
Huckleberry says, I don't back Kickstarter.
Which direction do you swipe for matches?
Swipe right.
Oh man, we've been streaming for an hour and a half already. Wow.
Yeah, time flies when you're having fun.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's been a good stream. Like people seem to be in here. Oh, and if you're here, please make sure to like the stream. That is definitely appreciated.
Over the extent of my lifetime, yes, I own a lot of comics, games, and tabletop RPGs. Awesome. Yeah. Anybody who knows me knows I have a pretty good. I think I have a pretty good sizable game collection myself. My game collection's about $15,000 total.
I used to have a pretty sizable game collection. But during COVID, I pretty much sold it all because prices were really high and they were just sitting on my shelf. I was like, why not?
Yeah.
And I haven't got back into it because, well, prices have gone down a little bit, but not enough to where I feel comfortable.
Yeah.
grab a full stand.
Good idea. We should probably have a look around.
Guess that means they're not alone.
Like the oddly enough, the top 5 games that I own, 3 of them are Pokemon games. They're most expensive.
Yeah, that's the part where I'm like, yeah, those games should not be that expensive.
Because I have the second and third most expensive games I own is both Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver, and complete like with the box and everything, like the little paper box it came with.
Oh, I remember when I owned that. How much is it now?
Yeah. Well, it's Heart Gold CIB with like the Poke Walker and the paper box and all that is $317.
Holy shit! I remember when that was like 150.
Yeah,
I thought that was expensive.
yeah. No, Soul Silver at a also high 280,
Holy
and
crap!
then my copy of Pokemon Platinum, just the game and the case and the manual and everything is 163.
Jesus.
And these are coming from price charting. So
Yeah, that's
yeah.
what I use.
The most expensive game I own is Metal Storm for the NES, which is apparently price charting has it at $422.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's a rare game, and that's the thing is like when I got back into collecting games, I had actually sold that game at a yard sale a long time ago, and I was like, oh man, I wonder if I could buy that game again. So I went on eBay and looked up like how much it is, and I was like, oh my god, I didn't realize I had such a valuable hidden gem.
Yeah, there's a lot of games like that where you look them up, you're like, holy crap, I did not realize they're that expensive.
That's how it was for I have a One Piece Game Boy Advance game. I got it for like $5 at a game store, not realizing that it's like $125. I was like, holy crap. Yeah, I was like, holy crap.
Yeah, I remember when I realized the Game Boy Advance SP had risen in prices. I bought it at like a garage sale for like $8. And
yeah.
What's the comment saying?
Oh, Wii games are still pretty reasonable. Yeah.
For now.
Yeah, for now. Probably the best way to play a lot of games is like through the Wii.
I'd say if you're collecting for the PS2, Xbox, GameCube generation, Xbox is the way to go because Xbox games are still relatively cheap and they are the definitive way to play a lot of those games.
Black slime is a hazardous ectoplasmic residue, toxic to both body and soul. Very dangerous.
Yeah, I've told a lot of people when a new system comes out, you need to start getting games from your old system like that are cheap because you're not going to be able to get them. Like not just for just collecting, just get them because you're going to want to have them and play them, and they're going to be really expensive.
Yeah,
that's like when the Switch came out.
When a new console comes out, there's usually about a 2-year period where the old system is really cheap because everyone sells all the old games. I don't think that's going to happen with the Switch, especially the Switch is backwards compatible.
Oh, it's backwards compatible. No. But the thing is, like, when the Switch came out, like, I was like, everybody get your 3DS and your DS games now, because DS games were starting to like go way up in price, and I was like, this is the time to start getting those games that you've been kind of sitting on the fence, so for some reason you never got them, or you want to have them. Like, this is the time to get them. Like, go to the garage sales, go to the oh my god, I forgot the damn name of the store.
Flea markets, game stores, GameStop.
GameStop, yeah.
I think
not so much GameStop, but like other local mom and pop game stores. Go to them and get those those cheap games now because they're going to be expensive sometime later. Like, there's 360 games now that are starting to get up in price, which is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like the original Gears of War. That's starting to go up in price, which is ridiculous. So let me look that up right now. Let's see. We'll see what that's going for. Gears of War 1 or Gears of War Xbox 360. Oh, it's still pretty cheap. I guess. Oh yeah. The if it's new, yeah. If it hasn't been open, that's the ones that, yeah. A sealed copy is like $80 now.
Yeah. Plus, with certain systems, completing boxes of loose don't mean as much. Like, a loose Super Nintendo game is not as big as a loose PlayStation game.
Yeah. course, when it comes to discs, I hate loose.
Yeah, that's the
Just
thing.
because
that's
I hate having loose discs. But I mean, if that's the way you can get it, sometimes that's the best way to get it.
I don't know. I think the only way that I could buy PlayStation games is complete.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I'm just saying, like, if that's the only way you can get it, might as well just bite the bullet sometimes. But yeah, yeah. Because to me, like, the case is part of it,
Yeah,
Now,
part of
like,
the experience.
yeah, like, now if it's like a box, like, say, like the old NES games, I can understand getting it loose because the box is just the box. The box is nice to have, but it's not like the game. But like when it comes to like Genesis games, the case is part of it, Same thing with like disc games, like having the jewel cases is to me like you gotta have it. All right, where did the stream go? I just lost the stream.
You don't cross the stream,
there it
bro.
is.
You don't cross the stream.
There we go.
What?
Thought
Are you live with Ghostbusters? Wow, so you can stream while you stream.
Yeah.
Yes, this is a live stream.
Hey, we got the Peter Venkman fan site here.
Oh,
hey, all.
What they saying?
So you've got the live stream, and they've got the dead stream.
Yeah. They said, hey, all.
Hey, I was wondering when you'd show up. We're talking about one of your favorite properties.
Hardcore Bunny says there are cheap replacement cases. Yeah, you can get them. Yeah, there are places that make aftermarket replacement cases.
Yeah, when it comes to like PS2, you can just grab a DVD case. I did that all the time.
Yeah.
Alright, come on. There we go.
Yeah, we had a whole discussion about Peter Venkman a little while ago. You kind of missed it. We were talking about the whole Dave Coulier, Lorenzo Music, debacle.
Yeah.
I was out in the simulation today. Oh boy.
Ooh.
Over here. Just did a service to humanity, kid. Hindenburg is a terrible show.
Times Square, post-urban renewal. All shiny and clean.
All right. Wow. I gotta say. Oh yeah, Peter Venkman. It was a good discussion too. We would love to have your input.
It's hard to miss.
Okay.
Now, an interesting note about Ghostbusters is this is almost a documentary about Dan Aykroyd's family.
Really? How?
Is he looking for something or something?
Because his family is like if you know Dan Aykroyd, he is way into the occult, like for real.
Yeah.
So this was a passion project for him, and like the whole how he has like his little in the movie he has like his little occult store or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's pretty much like his family. His family is like been way into the occult for a long time, and they do that kind of stuff. So for him, this was like just a good passion project, and not too far off from like what his family, is into. Still haven't tried his vodka.
His Crystal Skull vodka.
His Crystal Skull vodka. I kind of want to try it. I heard it's not that good, but then I don't know.
Okay. All right, we got a new commenter.
Okay, who we got here? We got the Horrible Man. Giant monster marshmallow represents his father's anger issues.
Oh God, we're getting all psychoanalytical on this.
Yeah,
so
psychoanalytical.
He's so floaty.
Yeah.
Roasted.
Yeah, we're toasting this muffin.
Yeah, they're paranormal researchers. Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, they were like into the occult and stuff. Yeah, like comes in a skull. Yeah, that's what's pretty cool about it. Vodka is not that good. It gets mixed with stuff. I don't like straight vodka, by the way. Straight vodka tastes like isopropyl alcohol to me. But if you put it, like, you mix it with stuff, it's good. Vodka is the mean drunk's liquor. Well, yeah. Of course I know him. I'm him.
Thanks, Obi-Wan.
Yeah, exactly. No, I'm actually a happy drunk. I'm the kind of guy that puts my arm on your shoulder and just says, "Hey, I really appreciate everything you've done. You're a brother." Black River Cat says, "I don't care for alcohol." I'm not a drunk. You know, I don't drink too often, but there's been a few. I've been maybe drunk like just a few times in my life, but not too much. But I do like a nice like a nice alcohol beverage every now and then. Take the edge off things.
I think we got the game glitching out because he wants to run.
It's not alone.
God. Wait, here he comes.
There we go.
Left for dead.
Alright, any more comments?
No. I don't know why people just don't go and eat them. I mean, he just made a marshmallow.
I bet he'd be pretty tasty.
Yeah. Like you know when everybody gets like when he explodes in the first movie and there's like just giant melted marshmallow going on everybody, I'm just like, oh man, I bet that's so good. I'm like, toasted marshmallow.
Toasty!
It's okay, Ghostbusters. Just
I'd love to see a game where like it's a survival horror game, and it's just you're in a city and you're trying to survive Godzilla.
Oh yeah. Hardcore Buddy says, I'm currently playing RPG Maker on Switch.
That's cool.
There is something kind of like that for King Kong. Just don't get it on Windows, because apparently it'll brick your computer.
Oh, is that the one that came out for the movie?
I actually have a copy, by the way. Yeah, the Peter Jackson film. Oh, by the way, I have a copy.
For Windows?
I'm so glad I didn't try to install it before. Yes, a Windows copy.
Why?
I am so glad I found out about that before I tried to install it. It came in it came in this huge. There was this huge stockpile of computer games that I picked up at a thrift store a few years ago. They were all like 99 cents, so I just picked up all of them.
Going up.
Okay.
There were some really cool gems, including No One Lives Forever.
Oh.
Like the most infamous, like one of the most infamous abandonware games ever.
I've played that game. It is
like that
really
game
fun.
is like the poster child for like abandonware legal hell.
Yeah, and the thing about that game, the reason why it's so difficult is the rights are split like 3 different ways. And nobody knows who owns
Not
what.
exactly split 3 different.
Nobody owns like who owns what percentage of what. Because like Fox is like, we may have a claim, we don't know. We're not gonna tell you, but why don't you release the game? We'll sue you, then we'll find out.
Ghostbusters to the rescue.
Black River Cat says, I'm playing Destiny 2 on Xbox.
Oh, okay. I never got it.
I have never
get it running.
I have never played Destiny.
Amazing.
Honestly, your best bet is probably to emulate like the PS3 or PS3 or.
I did play.
Sorry.
There's probably a fan patch somewhere.
Yeah.
I did play Destiny 2 for a little bit because somebody gave me a I think it was like a 2-week pass on oh my god, what was that streaming gaming service?
Stadia.
That What was it?
Stadia.
Stadia. Yeah. Somebody gave me a 2-week Stadia pass. Yeah, and that's how I played. I played Destiny 2 on that, and I was just like, "Wow, Stadia! That is the dumbest idea I've ever heard in my life." Oh, it was trying to be Steam.
There with Hyperscan.
Oh god, yeah.
It was basically it was a Wish.com stream or Steam.
See, the problem is, we're not going to have an all-streaming feature in America, probably ever. Because, yes, is internet in, like, more urban areas pretty good? Yes. But there's so many areas in the U.S. that have, like, crap internet.
Yeah.
And that is not going to
And then it says, Peter Bankman fan site says, guess you can't sue anyone for that.
Well, they're going to try.
Yeah. Bustin' makes me feel good. Oh, copyright strike. There you go. You can't even hum it. You can't even hum it.
I can't hum it?
Nope,
What?
can't even hum it. No.
How woo?
You know what? Somebody at YouTube is typing that clause right now into the TOS.
Well, I'm thinking the theme. You can't stop me from thinking it.
And there's another strike.
No.
Yeah.
I love how the minions are just toasty marshmallows.
Yeah. I kind of want to pick one up and eat one.
Well, you're welcome to try, sir.
Yeah. I tell you what, this is not. You know, the most fictional thing I can think of is that the fact that the Stay Puft Marshmallow Company is still around, even after all this horrible publicity.
Well, do we know?
That's my suspension of disbelief right there.
Or, then again, I guess technically you're right, because isn't that still them in? Aren't they? They're still around in Afterlife, ain't they?
Yeah,
they're still around Afterlife.
Marshmallows. I remember some marshmallows that came to life. I can't remember if it actually said "Stay Puft" on the packaging or not.
It did. It did.
He's like, when you want to destroy a third of New York, go for the marshmallow that does it.
All
Stay
right.
Puft Marshmallow.
All right. What's the comment saying?
That kind of speed would require YouTube to actually be on its game in any way, shape, or form.
No, they're programming their bots. They're programming their.
Oh yeah. They have their AI doing it. Yeah.
Algorithm.
Hardcore Bunny says, "Are you kidding? That's the ultimate advertising."
Yeah, they don't care.
It's like
the trick is to not
Stay
let
Puft Marshmallows.
That's the trick.
It's like Stay Puft Marshmallows. Will you have a nice camping experience, or will they come alive and kill you? We don't know. Oh, he says it's also canon that
that makes me think of that s'mores commercial, that s'mores cereal commercial. That was weird.
Oh wow.
That was how I first discovered that "ow" is apparently a word that's used to mean cool. Because I'd never heard that until that commercial.
Says Hardcore Bunny says it's also canon that the Stay Puft Corporation sued the Ghostbusters.
Oh god.
I can see that.
What?
Oh god.
Peter Venkman fan site says, "Oh Ray, the most childlike of the group."
See, the problem is with these things is they just kind of swarm you.
Yeah, so that I think that's what makes that's the appeal of Ray is he's just everybody's horrified or everybody's like in a different mood than him, but he is just in childlike wonder of everything,
See, here's a reality situation. Everybody wants to be Venkman, but we're more like Stans.
Yeah, because I like in the movie when when Venkman gets slimed, and Ray's just sitting there going, actual physical contact, like he's just super happy about it, and Ray's on the floor just like, I feel so funky.
Funky, monkey.
That I've heard. And then Orwell Man says they probably approached the Ghostbusters trying to recreate him for advertising.
All right. I'm gonna have to do it, guys. Wait, you can't turn the. All right. I'm gonna have to turn the difficulty down because
Stay with me.
You hate to do it, but sometimes it needs to be done. And you can't. Oh my god! You can't. I hate it when games do this. Wait.
You can't change it.
No.
I'm sure there's more fun up ahead.
Yeah.
I'll just have to keep trying.
Yep. Let's see here. The Peter Bateman fan site says they did it in RGB, but they asked to release him because that happened differently there.
You know how what crowd would be like? Imagine he's doing the interview and it's like, oh yeah, I thought about the state called Marshall Man and he appeared, and that's why they sued him.
Yeah. Hardcore Buddy says Egon, great save for some, or a great save some for me. Oh, when he got slimed, yeah, he was like, yeah, save some for me. And then Peter Bateman says all those 80s stars. No, I'm talking about in the movie when he gets slimed.
So Nickelodeon.
Is this like marshmallow monsters or what is this? I don't like how they explode. It looks so nasty.
Oh my god! Just let me get to him! What the fuck? That's fucking bullshit!
Stay with me, Haas. I'm sure there's more fun up ahead.
No, I'm pissed now because like I was trying to get to him, and they're like swarming me. I probably should have just gone around, but still.
Yeah, you sound like me earlier. I was streaming Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel earlier, and I got super pissed off. I was cussing and screaming. I was just like, yeah. I was like, this is bullshit.
Because, like, I'm trying to stick to stance, you know. The reason I don't like this mission is because they're just, like, swarming you.
God, this is giving me Gears of War fucking flashbacks, fighting wretches in a hallway. Watch out, watch out. There you go. Well, hold on. I was gonna say, what if you got in like a corner?
Yeah, they just swarm.
Oh my god.
And the thing is, I can't jump.
Good god.
Yeah. See, like that's the problem. I can't jump.
Stay with me, Haas.
Okay, let's just look see if there's a fucking jump button because like. Okay, so
Yeah.
B is jump,
B.
evade, sprint. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh god, that is like, come on. That is like nothing. Okay, that might work. Okay, that's like that works. But like
a giant marshmallow man being released into the wild like Free Willy.
Oh my god, now I'm just imagining that one shot from Free Willy.
Yeah, exactly. And then Peter Venkman says, "Lol."
All right.
You need some graham crackers. That's what you need. How can I have some more if I haven't had any?
That's the power of time travel.
Wouldn't be so bad if it took so long to, like, you know, kill them. Jeez. Oh my god.
Ugh.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and then Venkman goes like,
Jesus Christ.
like I'm trying to evade. Oh my god. What the fuck? Come on.
Stay with me, Haas. I'm sure there's more fun up ahead.
It's like I'm trying to get to Venkman to free him, and then just swarm me. He always dies at the exact same. God, I'm trying not to curse too much right now. I'm trying to be good.
We feel your pain. We feel your pain.
Alright.
Oh man, I tell you what, I hate these.
Just like stick close to him. Yes, they are. They upgraded their pathing for this one. Oh my god, what the fuck? Okay, what am I gonna do, guys? I don't know. I don't know what, cause like this section is complete. This section is complete fucking bullshit. I'm sorry, I'm losing my cool. Like, okay, he dies, and you're supposed to get to him. You're supposed to revive him. And they have all the obstacles. They swarm you, and it's like, okay, so maybe I can dodge. The dodge is the jump is useless. Slide kind of works, but when it's all convoluted like this game, it's just, oh my fucking god.
I'm looking up something right now. See if there's like a trick or something.
Oh god, because I can't be the only one. I cannot be the only one. Thank you, Caster. Like, do I need to like destroy all the furniture before
I don't know. I'm looking at it right now.
Alright, the only thing I can think of is to use the that seems to kind of work.
I'm on the Ghostbusters wiki right now, looking up.
Alright, so using the where are you, buddy?
It says The contact protocol for marshmallow minis dictates that you use Boston darts to detonate them from afar and keep them at a distance. If they swarm around you, it can be very difficult to shake off.
Yeah, I love how as soon as you look it up. Alright, can you look up the, alright, comments.
Someone needs a Ghostbuster.
Hardcore Bunny says, Nikki, breathe.
Yeah, that's pretty good advice, honestly.
Remember to inhale and exhale a little. Horrible Man says, imagine being some janitor who finally got a long weekend off, no phone, just a fishing trip, and you go back to work on Monday and see all this.
I thought I was supposed to hold my breath when I go outside. Fresh air makes me sick.
Yeah, fresh air.
Spectacularly beautiful lady in distress.
That's right. Breathe all the toxins in.
Give me that salt air.
Somebody help me!
Easy now, miss. Just relax. No sudden movements. You're perfectly safe now. Sudden movement! Sudden movement!
Yeah, the Bozeman darts is pretty much an instant kill. There we go.
Yeah, it says just keep them at a distance with that, because they will swarm you as they want to do.
Yeah, seems
Man, what?
Yeah, sorry.
Man, what other Stay Puft lore is there? Like, did they try to just start like trying to market to edgelords or something? Like, hey, you want the marshmallow that destroyed New York? Check this out.
That is a fan fiction I never knew I needed up until this very moment.
You didn't spill your coffee, did you, Peter?
You know what? I am on the wiki.
That like imagines whoever pitched that as their new marketing direction or something just got a raise.
Okay, Lug, I need you to do me a favor.
Save the company.
I need you to do me a favor, Lug. Read Peter Venkman fan site's latest comment, but in your most demonic voice.
Would you like to take the most direct route out?
What?
The latest comment by Venkman.
There's a stairwell over here. Let's go.
Yeah, grace and depression.
Just collateral
Okay,
damage.
Slugger, let's you and me do this quick and quiet.
We don't charge extra for that.
Perfect. That is perfect.
I think Tubby Soft Squeeze has dog ears today.
Okay, I gotta say, I am having fun with this game.
We're not getting out of here that way.
Well, it was a good plan for a second.
Okay.
I mean, it wouldn't. I mean, come on. There's some pipes here. You can go that way.
Hey, look, this Mr. Stay Puft's okay. He's a sailor in New York. We get the guy laid, we won't have any trouble.
I think the ladies. I mean, I'm sure the ladies of the night are used to sticky things, but I think that might be a little bit too much.
Yeah.
Oh God, I love that. I love how he's just like looking at you. It's horror movie. It's just so great. Where is Winston? I think it was Egon. That's my guess.
Wait. Oh, that's.
Caster, read the latest comment by Horrible. It's gold.
Let's go.
Alright. So we need a Stay Puft Marshmallow Mama.
Be glad Nyx isn't here, otherwise I'd have her bonk you.
Oh yeah, she's not here. Rustin makes me feel good.
Oh God.
Okay. Here's some trivia from the wiki.
Okay.
The Stay Puft Marshmallow Man was inspired by 3 fictional characters: the Pillsbury Doughboy,
Yeah,
obviously, the Michelin Man, and the
Okay,
Angulus Puff Marshmallow Man. What the world is that? I have to Google that. Angulus Puff Marshmallow Man. All right.
Alright.
Okay, yeah, I need to see this.
Angulus Puff.
And of course, most of the results are just the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Okay, I can see this thing. Looks
Yeah,
more
they're
like a
all
snowman.
they're all
Very
like
weirdly shaped.
Okay.
Yeah, it pretty much he pretty much looks like the Doughboy. Basically, is kind of the same there. Dan Aykroyd likens the Stay Puft Stay Puft to a brand symbol. Likens Stay Puft to a brand symbol like the Michelin Man or Pillsbury Doughboy, manipulated by Gozer. In the scene in Ghostbusters, when Dana Barrett comes home from the grocer, one of the things in her bags are Stay Puft marshmallows. It helps set up a subliminal awareness of the character along with the billboard by the firehouse. Yeah, I noticed those too.
Yeah.
Okay, I must be hitting. Okay, I
The
must
Stay
be hitting
Puft
brain
Marshmallow
rot.
Man. You what?
Okay, I must be hitting brain rot now because it just occurred to me that the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man looks like Fillion.
What?
Alrighty. The Stay Puft Marshmallow Man was originally an intermediate form of Gozer. Originally rose up by the Statue of Liberty. Was originally a throwaway character in the midway point and didn't become the final encounter until July 6, 1983 draft. So that was very close. Holy crap. That was like last minute, yeah. In all drafts but the final, the Stay Puft was conjured up by Winston instead of Ray.
Huh.
I like that Ray did it. Because Ray, again, Ray's like the most innocent, childlike. So, yeah.
Alright, what we got for comments?
Look at all the junk food.
It's Godzilla!
You actually eat any of the stuff?
It's Godzilla.
Yeah.
From fan side here.
Okay.
Could have been far worse. Imagine if they had drawn inspiration from McDonald's, a giant monster clown.
Oh God!
Yeah. Brave little toaster nightmare walking down the road. Yeah, that would have been fucking horrifying. That would have got an R rating for me. Just because how creepy that would have been. In the concept phase, an alternative to the Stay Puft Marshmallow, created by Thom Ernequez, I guess that's how you say it, was a monster that was based on Ray's pet lizard from his childhood. The Stay Puft Marshmallow Man was once 300 feet tall. In the July 5th, 1983 draft, on page 131, Peter bemoans that they're going to be killed by a 300-foot Marshmallow Man. It changes to 100-foot in the September 30th, 1983 draft. Originally, Stay Puft was going to be a logger. Or no, sorry, not a logger. It's going to be larger. I can't read. Fuck.
Yeah, obviously.
During production, that would have been fucking awesome. During production, one faction of the production unit wanted him to be 100 feet tall, and another him wanted to be 125 feet tall. Ivan Reitman stepped in and declared that the Stay Puft would be 112.5 feet tall, while his height in the novelization of the movie is given at 100 feet. So I guess he said, "Fine, we'll go halfway." Linda Frobos, a sculptor for the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, recommended Bill Bryan to build his suits, to build the suits and wear them for filming. Let's see here. The suit was made from pliable foam, and it had a fiberglass skull with a cable actuated mechanisms for facial movements. Okay, that's pretty cool. The first Stay Puft suit was completely made of soft foam, but Bill Bryan discovered a glaring problem during filming. When he walked toward the camera, his legs squeezed the foam together and made him look. Okay. When he walked towards the camera, his legs squeezed the foam together, and it made it look like he had a vagina. As the team brainstormed how to fix the suit, John Berg was brought in as a consultant. He recommended making a fiberglass body. Bryan was against that out of concern for his safety and started looking at different foams. They eventually adopted a foam with a L200 internal structure. Somebody knows what that means.
I love the. I gotta say, I love Ghostbusters fans. Like the amount of detail.
Yeah. The suits were about 6 to 6.5 feet tall. Since Bryan was 5 feet 8 inches tall, he came up to the Stay Puft's mouth. 3 different heads were made for different expressions during filming. 3 hero suits were made with 18 suits were made for when the Stay Puft burned, costing $20,000 to $3,500,000 each. 17 were burned during filming. Whoa, man!
Wow.
You killed my dessert.
Oh my God, that is like the.
Reads Ghostbusters 2. Gozer the Gozerian 0.
That's great. Alright,
Oh my God! Here's one. Stay Puft's walking and climbing scenes of the destruction of the Temple of Gozer with some of the apartment was filmed at Boss with just 3.5 weeks before the theatrical release.
Holy crap!
That is cutting it close.
Wow.
I mean, that is like ridiculous because that's when they're still doing marketing at that point.
She's clean.
So you know the final like post-credit scene.
So,
of the event?
so were they able to keep it out of the marketing then, so no one was spoiled?
Screwed up day at the office.
I guess I'm just saying.
I guess you can be glad they managed to get that in. Imagine if that had to be cut.
At the Central Hotel.
Yeah.
All right, what's comments? Got another comment
My
for you.
name's Alyssa, Dr. Alyssa Selwyn, and
I am Peter Venkman. And let's see.
In the Transformers Ghostbuster crossover, holy crap! What did they not crossover with? In the Transformers Ghostbuster crossover, when Gozer invades Cybertron, Starscream thinks of himself, so Gozer turns into a giant Starscream.
Actually, yes, I was at the museum.
That is so on brand. It's great.
Surged through the building,
Yeah.
and then I was standing outside a room.
Loger would have made him Paul Bunyan,
The Sedgwick doesn't have a 13th floor.
of course.
I don't know. I think Stay Puft is like it's perfect. I think it's like perfect.
Yeah.
You know.
I came to and ran over.
Starscream being self-centered enough to be facing a monster and still only think of himself is very in character. Absolutely. And I love Starscream. He's my favorite Decepticon.
Here's an easy one. Would you like to go out for Thai? Mexican? Japanese?
Wow, Dr. Venkman. That time you almost went 45 seconds without saying something abrasive. Wanna
You
try
know,
for a whole
I've always
minute?
wanted to see a Ghostbusters in the '90s story, because even in the current timeline, I think Egon doesn't clean them out until like at least like early to mid '90s or something. I don't know the actual date or whatever, but it's said to be select time like either '93 or '97.
Mm-hmm.
So you know so much about Gozer
Because I'm a specialist in ancient Mesopotamian cultures and architecture. Sumerian primarily. Gozerian more specifically. I'm here as a guest curator for the Gozerian exhibit that's opening tomorrow at the Natural History Museum.
You are aware that we also have some history with Gozer.
Yes, of course.
Gozer was a bush leaguer before he met us. A strictly farm team deity. We put him on the map.
Oh God.
Our guest
Talking that shit.
I love this. This game
I don't
is.
have anything to do with that.
That, gentlemen,
All right.
is all me.
Oh, we got the little pack.
It was not a notice.
It's dickless.
Oh, by the way, you have visitors.
Thanks, Janine.
Also, I am convinced
Walter,
the only reason McKenna Grace got the role in Afterlife is because she was on Young Sheldon.
Okay, everybody put him back in their skivvy.
Oh, they even got him in here.
Apologies.
Yeah, they got
Selwyn, are you all right?
Wait, I know that voice.
He's the guy from Wayne's World. Noah's Arcade.
He's that's Bill Murray's brother.
I don't know what that is.
You've never seen Wayne's World?
Oh wow.
What is that?
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Where have I heard this voice?
I need a Nick's bonk right now just for that.
Yeah.
The Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, but this event was weaker than his first encounter with us.
All right, read the new comments.
Come on, Jock. What's the idea of bringing around here? Oh, have I coughed at the wrong time?
Listen, here's the deal.
In the new movies, it's absurd that
read
anyone
hardcores as
doesn't
well.
remember the Ghostbusters.
What? No way,
Had
no
religion
how.
form up around it.
Impossible.
Look, this city has given you at least
Yeah, that
Well, he
that's
does.
They could easily do a spin-off where Venkman sells the Ghostbuster name to franchises in the 90s. Then someone reads an old magazine and orders the old schematics for a franchise.
To be fair, that was actually a plan for a movie at some point in like the early 2000s. Remember, at one point, I think in the early to late 2000s, they were gonna have Jonah Hill and Channing Tatum be Ghostbusters.
Funny guy, Venkman.
oh wow.
My favorite. Well, that's where your old friend Pet comes in.
But yeah, that's Brian Doyle Murray. That's
The perfect
Bill Murray's brother.
Our new head of Peacock. Peacock?
Oh my God!
Paranormal
He also played in that what's that one cartoon, Flapjack?
is going to be suspending you clowns' operating license.
Lighten up, Nick. Launch your investigation if you have to, but for now, just keep them under
Oh,
control.
is that
in
the
my
voice of
office
Captain
in Luton.
Knuckles?
But remember,
Yeah,
the Ghostbusters cease to exist.
yeah. He's done a lot of voice work.
Oh,
Yeah.
Is he also the Flying Dutchman in
An ironic
SpongeBob?
symmetrical kind of
All right,
see
somebody
I-
go look up this guy's IMDb.
Come on.
Yeah, I'm looking
Pretty
at
much.
his filmography here.
So, we have an understanding?
Yeah.
This kind of protects us all.
Oh, he was
Yeah.
in Ghostbusters 2,
I wanna keep
and
my
something called
approval
Wayne's
rating at
World.
8
Oh my
Groundhog
God,
Day.
Lug, shut the
Play by
fuck
the
up.
rules. Easy. We all get what we want.
Oh, he's also in the Brave Little Toaster sequels. That's why I know his voice.
Big night tomorrow, Alyssa. Get some rest.
I've never wanted to hit you so hard right now.
You know,
Three Stooges.
Museum opening?
Not. I
Oh, he was in Sesame
But
Street.
obviously,
That's something I've heard of.
do encounter.
Lois and Clark.
I'm just
now what?
He was Santa Claus in Cat Dog. Yep, Flying Dutchman. There we go. Oh, he
I'm
was
just saying,
in.
it could-
Oh, he was the red fish guy in Buzz Lightyear Star Command. No wonder I've heard that voice. He's in one of the cutscenes in the game. Of course, I've heard that voice.
Yeah, he's done a lot of voice acting. So yeah, he's one of those people. He's one of those voices you always hear like randomly on a cartoon. But yeah,
and
he's
to be fair,
Bill
he's
Murray's
got-
brother.
League episode, Marvelous Misadventures of Flapjack. Ooh, Word Girl as a police officer.
they
Yeah.
did not
Adventure Time.
they did not need to make Janine so hot, but they did, and I thank them for it. Also,
Also, they got the painting of Vigo.
yeah.
Go back to Janine real quick. I want to see this. Yeah, Janine's hot.
Okay, so I am convinced the only reason McKenna Grace got the role in Ghostbusters Afterlife was because of young Sheldon. Do you guys know why?
Why?
Do you know who played Sheldon's Meemaw in Young Sheldon? Annie Potts.
No. Oh.
Annie Potts, Janine, plays
Yeah. Yeah, I don't watch all that, so I don't know.
Almost all of his video game voice roles are just the Flying Dutchman in SpongeBob games.
Yeah. So yeah, he was a regular on Young. He's a regular cast on Young Sheldon, and then McKenna Grace was a.
Oh wow, he's also a screenwriter.
Huh? Was a recurring guest star on Young Sheldon. So, like, I'm pretty sure like McKenna probably came to set one day. He's like, "Oh yeah, I'm trying out for Ghostbusters," and then Amy Poss is like, "I'll make a call," and she probably made a call to those people and made sure he got cast. That's my theory.
Wow,
anyway.
he did. Wow, he actually did some screenwriting with Harold Ramis a couple times.
That's cool. Yeah, I'm just exploring the firehouse right now. I want to see all the details.
So, Horrible Man says, Jonah Hill fighting Slimer over burrito and Shannon jokes. Can't tell which may have hurt my soul more.
Oh wow, they actually got actual video games here. They got Q*bert.
Yeah, I was seeing that in like the opening scene, I think.
Alright, and then this one, I can't really tell what it is. That one I can't tell either. I would have loved it if you could actually play the arcade games. That would have been nice.
If this game was released on like PS1, they totally would be playable.
Yeah.
Maybe even PS2.
I could see that.
But yeah, once we got to like PS3 and like online functionality was totally normalized, then it's like, oh, we can just sell these individually, piece by piece.
Yeah.
No more compilations. I mean, just look at what happened to Sonic Adventure.
Unless the video game you're making is called Yakuza, yeah, not happening.
Let's see. Bankman Fan Site says those Murrays are like the Raimis. You can't tell they're related.
Yeah.
Which Murray brother was in driving school?
I don't know.
Don't know. Peter Bankman Fan Site. Something called Wayne World.
Wayne's World. Party time.
Shake it.
Excellent.
Face palm.
Is that like a?
Janine?
It sounds like a Batman sitcom.
Janine's always been hot. Yeah.
And another ghostly sighting has staff at the New York Public Library scrambling.
Hardcore Buddy says, I, Vigo, the scourge of Carpathia, the sorrow of Moldovia, have lost my kitten.
What about the museum? It's been there for 104 years. Where's it going to go today?
Hardcore Buddy says, this game was made by Atari, so they could have easily ported one of their old games into those machines. That would have been cool if you could actually play, like, yeah, those little games in there. See, this is what I thought Spirits Unleashed was going to be, like an actual story game.
You should have just played this on stream, man. It would, like...
I should have just played, because that's what I thought I was getting. I didn't realize I was getting, like, a multiplayer shooter.
Yeah. I'm just gonna say this stream I like how they recreate the opening shot. That's great.
Yeah. I think that's what happened with like one of the Legacy of Kain games. It just ended up being a multiplayer shooter. People were hoping for in the overarching story.
Oh, Nosgoth. Yeah, it was a big open world MMO. Yeah, that's terrible. Oh my god.
Caster, you want to answer Hardcore's question?
All right, let me see what it is. Where do you stream? In a lake. No, I stream on Twitch. Actually, I'll just go ahead and...
You do have mod privileges, so feel free to share the link.
I'm going to go ahead and share the link here. Let me go here. I mostly just stream, like, from my Xbox. I don't really have a good enough computer to stream all this, like, good stuff. Which hopefully in the future I will... I'm actually looking into getting a laptop pretty soon. Hopefully I can do that. But normally now I just stream on my Series X, and I just turn on the the Twitch. That's why I'm streaming on Twitch instead of like YouTube or something. Just because just because it's convenient. Let's see here, stream info.
And then Lug, can you
But,
read Oracle's comment, please?
I saw a Legacy of Kain remaster on PlayStation Network. And Hardcore Bunny saying, and want to stream, want to stream on YouTube?
All right, there's a link to my Twitch if y'all want to follow me. I've been doing it every Friday night around 11:30 to midnight. Usually just about like 2 hours, so it just depends. I don't know, last night I kind of wanted to end it a little early, but yeah, it just depends on how how we're doing. We streamed actually. Nick was a guest last night, and he was. We were on there, and we were streaming Resident Evil 7.
That was fun. That was fun.
That was fun. I'd never played it, so it was like a blind reaction. So I was like jumping all over the place, screaming and shit. So we're for Halloween. We're doing spooky games. I'll probably stream this Thursday since it's Halloween, and then I'll stream Friday. Just because it's spooky. But then I'm thinking about just going ahead. I was doing it just for Halloween, but I think I might just go ahead and make streaming a normal thing and just stream every Friday.
Yeah, I think that's good.
Yeah. Of course, I will be streaming like sometimes just whenever. So like, but that usually be like if I'm like, I don't know, maybe Apex Legends or like Master Duel or something like that. So if you're all into that, But yeah, but an actual set time is going to be Fridays. So, and again, like I said, I can only stream through the Xbox Series X, so it's going to have to be any game that I can play on that.
Yeah, I've gone ahead and put mine in there.
All
I've been streaming Sunlust, a popular, very beautiful-looking Doom 2 Megawad, and some Helldivers 2. And you want to try something else like Hypercharge Unboxed? It's looking like, for the time being, I might settle with Doom Megawads on Sundays and multiplayer titles on Wednesdays. See how it goes.
Yeah, so the way that mine works is I stream on Tuesdays and Saturdays. Saturdays are like for the big games. Saturdays are usually more casual stuff and whatnot. So,
yeah.
Yeah,
I'm usually busy during the week. That's why I do.
Yeah, come for your Sunday church service, shooting demons.
Oh, you should totally leave with that too.
Now, I do have a Doom question.
I might have a lot of Doom answers.
Yeah. Why are they called WADs?
Where's all the data?
Oh, yeah, it stands for Where's All the Data. It's a specific file format that was made by id, I think, John Carmack, probably. But yeah, it stands for Where's All the Data. It can be, it is for just, data compatible with the Doom engine. It can be anywhere from, it can be anything as simple as just changing sound effects or music or any of the image files to what we call megawads, are when it's a much more ambitious project that has a complete set of its own levels. So yeah, like a megawad basically refers to an entire campaign of fan-made Doom levels.
Okay. Because I knew that Doom like Doom mods were called WADs. I just didn't know why there was that differentiating. And now I know. And knowing's half the battle.
G.I. Joe. Alright, we got some comments.
Twitch always gives me trouble with OBS, and OBS then once dropped all the audio from a battle for Bikini Bottom, so I just shut it down and closed my account. that's the thing is like when I used to stream on my computer, and yeah, OBS would always give me trouble. A lot of my times my streams would freeze for some stupid reason.
Yeah, OBS, and me have a complicated relationship. I'm technically using OBS to do this stream right now.
Somehow I've had a bunch of various different kinds of technical difficulties, and none of them have been because of OBS. It's so weird.
Yeah, like today, the reason why we started a few minutes late is right before I started the stream, those people couldn't hear me, and it's like, well, it's like from my end, it looked like the mic was working, but it magically fixed itself, so I'm like...
Yeah, so yeah. Yeah, because I that's kind of like why I stopped streaming for a while, because I was like, man, my streams suck. They're just frozen or stuttering.
Oh yeah, like my avatar froze. My dynamic avatar just kind of froze up for a good chunk of one of my streams, and nobody told me. I couldn't see it because all I had to go on was my phone, and it was too small to notice.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, definitely have been saying this. Hardcore Bunny is saying that Doom would be an awesome Metroidvania. Thank you! That is what I have been saying. That would have been an awesome way to modernize it. I so miss the fact that the new games don't have mazes anymore. The mazes were such an integral part of the experience, and now they're just gone. The closest thing to a maze we get in Doom Eternal is there's just this one fork in the road where you get to pick if you want to do the left path first or the right path first. That is the most non-linear the game ever gets. I miss the mazes, and going the Metroidvania route would be such a fitting way to evolve Doom.
So what does Dark Ages look like it's shaping up to be?
It definitely seems more Serious Sam-like. Like larger environments, more tank-like. You don't seem to be as nimble in this one. It's definitely more. You definitely play more like a tank, from what I can tell. Let's see. Oh wow. So the Lore Forge here is saying, I actually met John Carmack a couple years ago. Why are you so lucky? I want that luck.
Okay, I have a question for you, Lug. Who would you rather meet, John Romero or John Carmack?
Man, I don't know. I couldn't really tell you.
I kind of agree with Orville Man here. The new audience they wanted would suffer in a maze.
Yeah, that's probably why they haven't done
Metroid Dread sold like gangbusters, though, didn't it?
Yeah, but it's Metroid. You know, people are waiting for like a good Metroid.
But Doom is Doom.
Okay, you've got a point there.
I know, but if it isn't spoon fed, then you know.
If you don't have like
Quake 2 just got a remaster where they added a Dead Space style compass system. I don't see why that can't be implemented.
Yeah.
But also, I mean, I don't think I've seen anything official, but it looks like Doom: The Dark Ages might have started development as a Quake game, but then they went with Doom because it's the more recognizable brand, and apparently they needed something. I don't know.
Look, you want mazes? We're literally playing a maze right now. No, look, we're literally playing a maze right now. I'm sorry, I just wanted to point that out.
Oh wow, this is just like the Dark Maze in E1M2.
But no, like, isn't that crazy how like Quake 2 was supposed to be its own game, but they turned it into a Quake game? So like
and it took until finally getting a new campaign added in the recent Quake remaster for them to finally do something to connect them. Because they finally in the new campaign late into it. There's finally a part where you fight a couple shamblers. and they try to, and there's some like codex entries you can read, and they finally try to put some kind of info in there that rationalizes a connection between these seemingly disconnected games.
Whoa.
And I mean, it doesn't. I don't know why it took so long. I mean, I mean, a lot of people tend to forget somehow that the first level of every episode in Quake is already some big Space Marine cyberpunk kind of thing. So I always just kind of assumed that Quake 2 was focusing more on that, iterating on that underlooked aspect of the first game, and just making that the focus instead. But apparently that was just coincidence.
Oh god, it's all this over again. Read the comments.
Horrible Man says the correct answer is Romero.
Let's see. Lore Ford saying, "It was nice, but his knowledge dwarfed mine, and I'm pretty knowledgeable." Well, yeah, that's John Carmack.
It's John Carmack, the man who taught himself to be a rocket scientist.
He is pretty much responsible for computers being able to run video games in the first place.
Yeah, like...
his existence is one of the biggest butterfly effects on PC gaming in history. He did things as a teenager that long-standing industry veterans thought impossible.
Alright.
Where's that class 5 at? Track the slutty.
Alright, I'm pretty sure that's a game developer right there. There we go.
There's the big fish. See what he did? Give him a new home in our containment facility.
Oh man, Horrible Man saying, imagine what media would be like if either John Carmack or Romero never existed.
Oh god.
We never would have gotten Super Mario Bros. 3 on PC.
I mean, technically we still haven't, wink wink. I mean,
thanks to Black Reaper Kai and Hardcore Bunny for following my Twitch channel. Thank you guys.
Oh yeah, that deserves a thanks.
Oh, and Black Reaper Kai saying, Doom 3 wasn't Doom. Yeah, the weird thing is, like, Doom 3 and Doom Eternal both feel like these opposite extremes that both loop around so much and to feeling more like Quake games than Doom games. Like, they're fantastic, but they still feel kind of weird. But for completely pretty much opposite reasons.
Yeah, imagine. I don't know if anybody read that before, but imagine what media would be like if either Carmack or Romero never existed.
Hardcore Bunny saying Doom 3 was a bit of a reboot. Yeah, weird that it's called 3 though. I think the Xseed series did the same thing. Toho did it with the 6th. I hear some people thinking of it as a prequel, which only really works if you ignore if you ignore the narrative in the original game. But if you do that, I guess it kind of makes sense.
I love how Doom 4 was its own game, and then they just randomly made it part of Doom Eternal.
We're on our way.
I mean, yeah, that had long been theorized whether or not it could be considered canon. Like, it certainly made for a great finale for the whole, like, classic era.
Yeah.
But yeah, it wasn't made by id, so yeah, it was nebulous for so long.
So what are the comments saying?
And
Doom 3 was
followed
trying to
Black
be
Reaper
like
Guy.
Fear or Half-Life. Oh yeah, it was. Interesting how things looped around. 'Cause, like Doom was a major inspiration for Half-Life, which then became a major inspiration for Doom 3. Kind of like how Tomb Raider was a major inspiration for Uncharted, which was then a major inspiration for Tomb Raider. The reboot.
Oh god, I'm trying to like get the Ray.
And I've gone cross-eyed.
Trying to find you, buddy. I'm trying to. Oh my god.
But yeah, I followed you, Black Reaper Guy, on Twitch. So.
Oh, nice.
Such a wholesome stream.
Oh, it's a horrible stream.
Horrible. You made me think of one of my favorite jokes in South Park. Like they're having like a haunted house or whatever, and then like there's a huge long line for it, and then one guy comes up and goes, guys, it's a horror house. Oh, and then they all get out of line.
Oh god, it's one of these. Where are you, buddy?
Jesus Christ.
Alright, that'll get the heat off me. Oh! Alright. What's the comment saying?
Dare you enter the chamber of fight?
Oh god, come on. Alright, somebody look up the strategy for this. I think it's I gotta freeze him first, maybe, I don't know. But look it up if you could. But alright, Caster, look it up and then read the comments.
Let's see. Horrible man saying, XQC ruined Uncharted for me. I can think about it without hearing it in my head. Damn, a man of fortune. Oh man, and yeah, same the mention of like fear. I never really understood why doesn't Fear have more paranormal enemies? It's just dudes with guns. You're supposed to be in this like paranormal, supernatural special forces squad, and you're just shooting dudes with guns like 99% of the time. Like why?
All right, what are these enemies called?
I don't actually know.
Okay. Let's see here. Ghostbusters.
I'm trying to at least like freeze them and have Stan take care of the rest of them. That's what I'm trying to do. I think that's it. But look, can you read the comments?
There aren't any new ones.
Oh, okay. Alright, how did XQC ruin Uncharted for you? Oh, here we go, round 2.
Hardcore Bunny chiming in. Any of you guys play tabletop RPGs? I'm buying up some OSR books.
I've been known to play some D&D. I used to play at some game stores. Don't anymore. I'd like to return to the table, honestly.
Mostly I just played some HeroScape back in the day. That would make just such an awesome video game now. Like it's basically tabletop Fire Emblem. I mean, yeah, really, Fire Emblem is pretty much HeroScape in video game form. HeroScape is pretty much Fire Emblem in board game form.
Huh. But yeah, I would like to start.
Transfer over really well.
I actually would like to start playing some D&D again. It's just fun if people to play with that too. God. It's like I'm trying to find like where he's. There we go.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what to do here. Here.
Did I just hear Rex?
It says some tips is see, use teleporters if you're having trouble with golems. And use bosun darts once you're behind the golems. The bosun dart, use bosun darts to yeah. Attach portals. After the 2 book golems approach all portals to move forward. If a portal doesn't vanish or lead to a dead end, you're moving in the right direction. Use slime tether on the drawbridge to lower it. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, I don't think I'm here at that.
The book golem. Let me look up that.
Yeah, I think you're. I think you're in the right thing.
Yeah, how to beat book golem. It says use the stasis beam, slow down the monsters with the stasis beam. Use waste the monster with bosun darts. Run past it. Okay.
Yeah, just
pull off head. It says pull off head. Once the golem was weakened, pull its head off to make it fall apart.
What the hell?
Scan the golem when you're near a teleporter so you can back out if it charges you. Upgrade the PKE meter. If you haven't upgraded PKE meter, do so now. The book golem is the boss of the level, and it's located in the big reading room. You can kill it instantly on any difficulty harder than casual or easy. Ooh.
Yeah, I think the boss is gonna be the Grey Lady.
I have no idea what you're talking about. You may want to just take our word for it. Ray. Please repeat.
Enough with the shushing!
Could not hear a word of that, Ray. Ray.
Alright, what's the comment saying?
Let's see. Horrible Man saying, Iron Mouse overtaking Kai on Twitch recently really highlighted how Twitch has huge sections of viewers who are entirely unaware of significant portions of its own site. Yeah, I didn't even know who Kai was myself.
Yeah, that's a lot of them. Like, I hear these, like, reports like, oh, random streamer drama. I've never heard of them. And then they have 5 million subs.
Yeah, I have no idea who Kai is. I know who Iron Mouse is. I don't know who Kai is.
I'm feeling my age. Let's just say that.
I mean, yeah, of course I know who Iron Mouse is. Never communicated with her, but yeah, I know who she is.
But yeah, like, I've been seeing, like, Twitch cracking down on VTubers, and it's just really stupid.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, seeing that one VTuber do the Dodgers thing, like, I was in awe. Like, okay!
Oh, Gura!
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Gura,
like
yeah.
the #1 most popular in the world, or at least in the English-speaking space.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gura, that cute little shark.
Yeah, I saw that. That was a nice collab they did, honestly.
Yeah. When you get that popular.
Horrible Man saying, I only knew Kai because of the Flaggots animation dunking on him.
Oh, did you see that one joke post of people from Power Wash Simulator? It's like, hey, our new level, clean as of Gold's bedroom. I actually wish they would do that. Just do a collab that in the Gold where you have to power wash his bedroom.
Winston.
Oh, God.
In the periodical section. Checking the box scores from the Knicks game last night. Why?
I like that Winston's playing the arcade game. Oh,
It says here that
he's
this
actually doing
collector
that.
used the Gray Lady to get to the rare books in her care. Specifically, a book called, get this, the Gozerian Codex.
Great.
Yeah.
Wait,
And when she
Codex?
found out
Is
when
that
he
like a
jumped her,
Warhammer army
she
or something?
dumped
Smart lady.
her. Not really. Evidently, he murdered her. The Gray Lady
Wait,
was
is
his first
is
victim,
Gozerian
but
like
he
a
killed
Warhammer
bunch
army
more.
or something?
And let me guess, he collected their bodies just like he collected books.
Bingo. Gray
Yeah,
was
yeah,
found dead.
horrible. Yeah, pretty much.
And here's the last one. Seconds before he was hanged, he said he would return as Azet Lord, some sort of god, to keep watch over
Wait,
the
Azet
library
Lord.
and every rare book in its collection.
God, there's a joke in there somewhere.
Sounds
Yeah,
like the
Winston's
man we
my
run
favorite
into all
Ghostbuster
the
too,
time.
Hardcore Bunny. Okay, that's not creepy at all.
I'm not saying
Yeah.
it's a bad sign, but it sure isn't a good one. Jeez! That'll only hurt for a minute.
Oh, jeez. Okay, that was stupid of me. Alright. Yeah, same way, horrible. I like that he's just a dude doing a job.
Around here someplace.
Yeah. Oh, this is a children's section.
I found a bumper sticker that I want now. It says, "I'm not texting. I'm playing Toe Jam and Earl on my Sega Nomad."
Oh God, yes, you need that bumper sticker, sir. Have you ever like physically seen a Sega Nomad, like, or held one?
I've modded a Sega Nomad.
They're really interesting. I don't think.
Honestly, it's almost like a precursor to the Switch,
Yeah, I can believe that.
because you could play it like a handheld, but you could hook it up to your TV and play through there. And there's a second controller port on the system, so the other person can play. So the handheld is actually your controller.
What's also crazy is the Vita was they were trying to do the Switch thing.
Yeah.
For Nintendo. Like that's one thing that like Sony didn't actually copy from Nintendo. Like Nintendo, you could say almost copied from the Vita.
Yeah, I had a person I've done mod work for them before, and they had bought a broken Nomad, and they wanted me to repair it. And of course, the screen was completely burnt out, like it's unusable. So I had to like install a new LED, and that was kind of a tricky, but eventually figured out how to do it.
Yeah, the problem
and
with stuff
it
like
looks
the Game
absolutely
Gear
beautiful.
and the Nomad is the screens are crap and the caps are crap.
Yeah, well, that's the first thing I had to do. I had to recap that whole thing, and it's surface mount capacitors, and that I hate SMD capacitors. They're so you need a heat gun really to take care of them because they're just so finicky. But got that done, and once I got it, and there's a shit ton of capacitors on that damn motherboard, so I had a whole bunch to do. But once I got that completed, it was learning how to hook, because the original hooks up to a ribbon cable, like the screen, but you have to cut that ribbon cable off and hook a new one up. So you have to like figure out how to wire it properly, and yeah, that took a minute. But eventually, once I got it all hooked up, oh man, they look beautiful. There's other mods for them, but the person just wanted they just wanted the upgraded screen. But there's all kinds of things you can do with them, make them like really sleek. And they actually have there's actually a rechargeable battery mod that you can do for it too. Yeah, it's external because there was a battery pack that came out for it that you could actually because it didn't actually have it doesn't actually have a compartment for batteries. There's a battery pack you have to actually hook up to it, and that's where like 6 batteries hooked up into it. But nowadays they have a thing where you can get these like these I forget what they're called, but like these other battery, like these really they're like lithium batteries, but they look like normal batteries. But you can get a modded. You have to like 3D print the battery case so it'll fit these new batteries, and then you can hook it up, and then they do it does recharge through a USB-C port. So yeah, you actually can take it on the go now.
Nice.
That would have costed a pretty penny. So the guy didn't want to do that just yet. So I just modded. So now he just I think he just hooks it up through the normal plug, but yeah, I told him I would mod that battery case for him, but those batteries are expensive though. That was the big thing. The 3D printed case was nothing.
Yeah, I don't think I'd ever get like a modded Nomad because I gotta be honest with you, those things are like really uncomfortable to hold.
Yeah, they're nice to have as a collectible, but yeah, they're not practical to play. I mean, they're cool, but yeah, it's
like I'd buy one and have it like working and supposed to be order, but I wouldn't.
Yeah.
It's not something I play on the rate. Like the Game Gear, when the one you sent me, I was actually surprised at how comfortable it was to hold.
Yeah, it's very, very comfortable to hold. Yeah.
Like, what's the comment saying?
Oh lordy. Winston's theme song would be 9 to 5 by Dolly. Yeah.
Yeah, it would be.
Winston was supposedly an ex-military man, which is why he handles proton packs so well.
I could believe it.
The Switch was actually made to compete with the Vita. Says Hardcore Bunny. Horrible Man says, never had a Vita, but I did rock Deadhead Fred on a PSP for a long time.
Oh God, okay. PSP is like, I love the PSP.
Hardcore Bunny says the Nomad, the Lynx, and the Game Gear are some of the worst long-term handheld consoles.
The problem is in that time frame, Nintendo had the right idea. Like, yes, these consoles were like good, but the battery life was crap.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. It's like, yeah, and Hardcore Buddy brings up a good point. He says the Game Gear drains up too much power. But here's the thing: we live in 2024. So, if you want to say like a stock one is flawed, yes, it is flawed. But nowadays, we have things to alleviate those, so it can actually, shine as it like really was meant to.
And the library is actually really good on the Game Gear, I'd say.
Oh, the library is amazing, and like I mentioned last week, it was it's region free, so you can play any game from Japan or whatever. Yeah, but but yeah, we have so many great mods nowadays that like those problems are gone. Like there's a company just released a tray replacer for the NES to where it doesn't push down, which wears out the 52-pin connector normally. It just slides right in, so you don't have to push down at all, and that actually takes care of that one flaw of the NES, the obvious design flaw of the NES. So it's like, yeah, we can bitch and harp on like the things that made them unpopular, but nowadays we can fix those things. I know it's 20, 30 years fucking late, but you can enjoy them now without having to be like, oh well, I don't have all these batteries, blah blah blah. Well, there's rechargeable battery packs that you can buy for them that work well, and you don't have to have any soldering skills for those. You just need to be able to you need basically a game bit screwdriver, because there's a proprietary screw on it. You have to have a game bit screwdriver to open up that one screw, and then other than that, it's just popping it in. Same with like the Game Boy Advance and the Game Boy games. They have battery mods that you just literally just pop into the battery compartment, and there you go. And you have you have to buy a or I guess if you wanted to do it yourself you could, but they have the USB-C port hole in the battery flap, so now you can just charge in directly through that now.
Yeah.
So
we
can bitch and complain about it, but go ahead.
Like, I'll tell you one thing. I actually would not I would pay lots of money for a custom GBA just because there's so many options for those now, and you can make a really, really nice one. Also, Herman, if you're still here, you take care.
Yeah, thanks, buddy, for coming to the stream. Oral Man says, but if it's collecting modding, it's kind of sacrilegious. If it's a collectible modding, it's kind of sacrilegious. Eh. um, he says, I own a Game Gear, but I have to say it's expensive to collect for something. Some games are some games are expensive, and then there's a lot of games that are reasonably priced, but yeah, there are a lot of heavy hitters in that library, and they are very expensive.
Yeah, Game Gear.
Like yeah, for the Game Gear. Like let me bring up my catalog here. I have all my games cataloged here, so on my phone. Let me open it up here. Go to Game Gear. So, like for instance, loose copy of Vampire Master of Darkness right now is $51.
Oh, is that the one?
That's kind
of one of those games you sent me?
Yeah.
I still have it, by the way.
Yeah. But like I have, like let's see here. But Castle of Illusion, I have it loose. It's like $15. Not too bad, and that's a really, really top tier game. Some people actually prefer it over the Genesis version. So I mean, you know, that's a thing. Legend of Illusion, that's actually one of my favorite Game Gear games. That's like $16. Deep Duck Trouble is like $28. That's actually fun too. No, these are all Disney games. Like Disney games on the Game Gear are like amazing.
Well, yeah, let's get Disney really cooking.
Yeah, this is when Disney was really cooking. But you can get like, you know, Sonic the Hedgehog games on there. Streets of Rage 2 is actually pretty good on the Game Gear.
Really?
Yeah, it's actually pretty. I mean, if I had to choose which one I would want to play, it's obviously the Genesis version. But as far as the Game Gear, yeah, but as far as the Game Gear one's pretty good too, and the music's really awesome as normal. You know, because Yuzo Koshiro did the music for the Game Gear version too, so he made like an 8-bit stylings of his of the music from there. But like the most expensive game I own for Game Gear is Arch Rivals, which is a basketball game. I have that like CIB, and it's like $100 for like in the box.
Yeah,
but yeah,
you're right. It is a portable master system.
It pretty much is a portable master. Yeah, that's pretty much what it is.
Even to the point where there's a Master Gear converter, and it's just a pin adapter essentially.
Yeah, and you can play. Yeah, but yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, pretty much. If you got the converter, you can play your Master System games on the go too, which is pretty cool. Sans the Hue card games, but you know.
Yeah. Who cares
oh well.
About those?
Who cares about those? But but anyways, yeah, it's not a bad system to collect for. It just depends on what games you're wanting to get. Well, of course, there's a lot of hidden gems. There's a lot of like, you know, expensive games out there that are like ridiculously expensive for some reason. Good luck getting those. Like the Tails game, like Tails from like Sonic. It's like Tails Adventure. That's freaking expensive.
Oh, I want to play that so bad. It's like a Metroidvania kind of thing.
Yeah, I had it and I sold it, but yeah, when I sold it, it was like I sold it for like, I know I shouldn't have sold it, but I kind of needed the money. But let me look that up real quick. Tails Adventure, because that was actually I sold it for like $75 like several years ago. Right now, Tails Adventure is exactly $73 on price charting. If you get it CIB, it's $325. Holy crap!
Yeah, but Game Gear is one of those systems where, like, if you get it loose, it's fine.
It's loose, yeah, it's fine. I would actually say if you're going to collect the Game Gear, unless you're just a collector and you want the boxes, then you know what you're getting into. But if you want to collect just casual collector, loose. Just go get loose. And just have like a shoebox full of the games. That's what I do.
Well, man, what are we doing?
Oh, Nix, welcome back.
Well, look who decided to come back. Nah.
I had my friend is going through a lot with her new husband, and I just wanted to be a good friend and listen to her vent.
Yep, and we totally
Oh,
understand
yeah.
and respect that, so we are happy to have you back.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. You got to do what you got to do. You know.
So how cute was the baby?
The absolute cutest.
I'm really happy you were able to do that, Nick. Like, seriously.
Yeah, well, it's been a long time since I spoke to her last, and she's going through less than ideal times. I kind of want to be there for her. She's like a sister to me.
Yeah, I totally get that.
The only issue now is that I have lost a piece of my earbud.
Oh no.
And it doesn't want to fit in my ear properly anymore, and I don't know where my other earbuds are, so...
Harger Bunny's like, Nix.
Hargrove Bunny says, I have Tales Adventure CIB for $30 like 3 years ago. Awesome. That's awesome. Orwell Man says, I found, now this is amazing, listen to this. I found a in-the-box Game Boy Player startup disc for GameCube at a garage sale last year for $5 and made a chunk of change selling it.
That is,
yes.
in the, like, this day and age, like, if you said 10 years ago, I'd understand it, but today, I almost don't believe you.
Yeah, because that startup disc, believe me, I bought one. I bit the fucking bullet and bought one because I really wanted a Game Boy player, and that was a very expensive purchase on Old Caster's part.
Okay, you want to know the hilarious part, though?
What is that?
So, when it comes to collecting, the startup disc is what people want.
Yeah.
But really, if you mod your GameCube, the startup disc is actually not even necessary, because like homebrew software actually has better Game Boy Advance playing.
Yeah. So yeah. If you mod it, yeah, that's the thing. But let's see here. Let me look up what it's going for. I have to look in the peripheral section here.
Come on.
Yeah, the player is like $50, right? But the disc is where you need it. Is really the true thing.
Well, it's because everyone who got the Game Boy player, they attached it to their GameCube and kind of forgot about it. Whereas the disc was a lot easier to lose.
There she is. Flanker.
Yeah, and the Game Boy player is like $50, but the startup disc is like $125 right now. Yeah, and to me, that's like, if you're a GameCube collector, like, you don't have to get it, but I highly recommend it if you've got money to blow like that. If you just want to like make a good big purchase. I like it because I like playing my Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance games. I love playing them on the TV. And I have like the Wavebird controller with it, so.
Oh yeah,
so
that's balling.
Yeah, so it's a vibe, let me tell you. So yeah, it's pretty cool. But again, totally not necessary because you can always play on the original systems. Like you said, like we have so many awesome mods for the Game Boy Advance. I actually have a modded Game Boy Advance. It's awesome. Sometimes I'll play on that when I don't feel like playing on the TV, but I do most of the time I feel like playing on the TV. But
okay, I say one of the weaknesses of this game is the team mechanics, and yeah, I can tell why this game is a bit of a flawed gem.
No.
I can't think of a single game where you have a team of you and AIs, and the AI is in any way helpful or good.
And like the AI can revive you.
Gears of War is okay. Sometimes the AI gets pretty wonky.
Also,
but it's mostly you doing all the killing mostly.
And I will say, Alex, yeah, like Ray's already down. Because like when they're dead, they got like an arrow, You have to go find like, alright, where are you down?
But yeah, but buying the getting a Game Boy player startup disc for $5. That is
day and age. In this day and age.
Yeah. Yeah. Ultima 7 has great AI. I'll take your word for that. I don't know. I've never played Ultima. Heard of it, never played it. But that's the thing. That's the thing about like game collecting is like I love doing it. It's real fun, but it's you have to like set a budget for yourself. And to me it's like pick something to collect. Don't collect everything. Find the systems that you like and just collect for that.
Yeah, and my advice is collect the games that you want. Don't collect for clout or whatever, because that's a zero-sum
Yeah.
game. Because there's always going to be somebody else with a more rare game.
Yeah, exactly. But if you can get a deal on it, jump on it. But yeah.
Yeah,
if you can steal it from them, steal their game.
Yes.
Oh God.
Yes.
We do not endorse what Nyx is saying, but she is partially correct.
Yeah. But yeah, collect what you like. Again, like loose is not a dirty thing, so don't worry about that either. Like some people, you don't have to collect CIB. You can collect, loose copies of stuff. Eventually, a $20 game becomes $200 in the future. That is very, very true.
Yeah, it is.
Collect within your means. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, collect within your means. Here's what I'd say. Collect for fun. Don't collect as in oh, this is an investment for the future. It can be. It can be.
You're not
you get a game.
Video games. Once you accept that, it's all good.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, don't let this be like Beanie Babies.
Oh God. Oh, God.
I love that Robot Chicken sketch where like a guy retires and then like the wife's like, where's our retirement money? And he's like, hold on, I'll show you. It like opens up a vault and it's a vault like full of just Beanie Babies on the shelf. And he's like, she's like, what did you do? And he's like, I invested in Beanie Babies. It's a surefire thing. And he goes, this right here will get us a fucking Gulf Stream. And it's like, you know Beanie Babies, we know Beanie Babies went dead like 30 years ago, right? He's like, no, it can't be. He goes on the internet and realizes he just wasted he's wasted his entire life savings.
What's hilarious
Babies.
What's hilarious is some of the Beanie Babies still have a little bit of value to them. Like the really rare ones, like Royal Blue Peanut and whatnot, are still worth at least like $600 or something. But those are like the actually very rare ones.
Wait a minute. It was in a shoebox with some old Magic cards for like $5, so I figured, what the F? I actually didn't notice until I got home. So he didn't even know he got the startup disc until he brought it home. Holy crap. That's a good story. That's a feel good story.
Okay, so here's my favorite game hunting story. So this was kind of during the prime, like probably around 2013, 2014-ish. So like the golden age of game hunting, so to speak. I was at Salvation Army, and I was looking for stuff, and right before I left, I checked the DVDs. There was a complete box Animal Crossing for GameCube, alright? I opened it to check the disc, because, like a lot of times the disc isn't even there. I opened it. The Animal Crossing disc fell out. The Animal Crossing disc fell out, and in the and in the holder was Super Smash Brothers.
Oh wow.
So I bought.
What?
Okay. And so I bought the game for $50. It was both of them. All right. I went straight to my local game store. I sold Animal Crossing for $4 and kept the Smash Brothers disc. At the time,
there you go.
That game, Smash Brothers, was going for about $50.
Yeah, it was quite expensive.
And I actually did eventually get a case for it.
So many GameCube and PS2 games bought in the day are now worth a fortune now.
Yeah.
That is sadly true. Yeah, like Twilight Princess for GameCube it's always been expensive. That's the funny thing. It's always been expensive, but yeah, it's like $125. It's crazy.
It was like $40 for like the longest time though.
Yeah. It's never been cheap. That's the thing. There's never been a point where that game's been cheap.
Well, the thing is, it came out like I think 6 months after the Wii version.
I'm gonna say it. I vastly prefer the GameCube version to the Wii version.
You and everybody else, Nix. Sorry.
It's just superior. I don't have to worry about the stupid motion controls.
Not only that, but they mirrored it.
Work properly.
Yeah, they mirrored it. That's the other problem.
Yeah, everything on the left is on the right. Yeah, it's stupid. My CIB Chrono Trigger, FF2, and N64 games are inviolable to look upon.
Yeah.
Oh yes, I remember Twilight Princess was the last video game I ever got from as a present from my parents. Then after that, I had to just buy everything myself.
Oddly,
and it was on my list, and I had to be very clear. The GameCube version. Don't get the one that says Wii. I don't even have one.
If I can give any advice to game collectors, you need to get a copy of Breath of the Wild for the Wii U, because that will eventually be worth a fuck ton of money.
My older brother used to have it. I played it.
I actually have the Wii U version of that, even though I don't own a Wii U.
Because the Wii U is going to be the next GameCube. I'm telling you. Like, Wii U games are already starting to go up in price.
Buddy, the podium, soak 'em.
Oh, I got to use a slime. Okay.
I'll say, well, right now, Breath of the Wild for the Wii U is like $17.
So the librarian fight.
Oh my god.
Yeah, someone look up a strategy for this, please.
Librarian fight? Okay.
Like, I'm trying to figure out how to how to take down the book stands.
She is shielding herself with the Go after those first.
Jesus. Alright, Lug, can you read the comments? Oh, okay, I think I got it.
Aim for the eye, send a few bosun darts his way, use teleporters whenever he gets close, keep moving. You need to use the teleporter. Stand next to a teleporter, attack when he gets near, walk backwards into the teleporter and go to the other side and keep firing.
Arcobon is saying, back in the day, I got Twilight Princess on the GameCube for Christmas because we couldn't get a Wii in time. horrible, man. They backed out so hard on motion controls. Remember the PlayStation 1 thing they tried pushing? Oh yeah, the Move.
Yeah.
The only thing I can really remember for it was PlayStation Move Heroes, which was originally going to be called Heroes on the Move, at least when it was first announced, which is a much better, more subtle title.
Yeah. Well, see, that's the thing. Everybody thought motion controls was going to be the big thing, and it's like all they were doing was copying Nintendo, and that's the thing. They were just trying to copy on it and jangle the keys in front of everybody. Look, we got motion controls, and it's like, no, just make good games. Do what you do best. You know.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like Nintendo, Nintendo was the best-selling console. All right.
Need some help here.
Yeah, Nintendo sold a lot, but like the amount of games they sold. Because the thing with the Wii is like everyone played it for like 3 months, and yes, it went to all the retirement homes, but then it just sat on the shelf, collecting dust.
Yeah. Well, the Wii was the start of the gimmick console. You know. Because like every console up to then was just a gaming console. You know, you have the NES, and then the Super NES was just a progression of that. Then you had like the N64, which is a progression of that. Then you had like the GameCube, which is a progression of that. And then you get to the Wii, and the Wii is where you get the gimmicks, where you have like motion controls, and then you have the DS with the dual screens, and then you have the 3DS with the 3D thing, and then you have the Wii U with the controller you can play on the controller instead of the TV if you want to, but you have 2 screens, and then you have the Switch, which is you can switch over TV to that's the thing is Nintendo starts getting into these gimmicky consoles, but the thing is Nintendo can actually do it right.
Yeah.
Whereas the other ones are just.
The thing with 3DS is like, yes, the 3DS is the main gimmick, but they still actually made a good console at the end of the day. That's how it survived.
But they had great games for it. That's the thing. Yeah, it had a gimmick, but they made good games for it, and they made good games for the Switch, and they made good games for the Wii U, and they made good games for the Wii and all that. That's the thing. DS came out before the Wii.
I glitched out the game accidentally.
Well, then I guess that was the start of their gimmicks, then. But yeah. But I'm just saying that's when they started doing gimmicky stuff.
Reload a checkpoint.
But like all the other the PlayStation, Sony and Xbox, they were trying to like jump on that gimmick bandwagon, half-assed, mind you.
Yeah.
Remember?
Hardcore Bunny, I actually would agree. The Wii is overrated.
I will say this. I have played the Wii. I've played it quite frequently, in fact. My aunt bought my cousins a Wii, and I used to go over a lot and play it with them, or play it for them, because I was older and I could actually beat the games that they couldn't. Oh my god. Do I hate motion controls?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I technically own a Wii. And by technically, I mean I actually do, but it's like permanently in storage. I got like a box of like Wii and like Wii accessories and games for like $5 at like a garage sale a few years back. It's like, it's $5, and I've kind of wanted a Wii, to mod it, but I've never used it. But it was $5, so it's like, why not?
Yeah, we gotta.
I'm not gonna say that it was the worst idea to put in motion controls. I'm just gonna say that anytime anyone's ever put in motion controls, and that includes Nintendo, it has not gone over completely well.
I think by the Switch era, I think they kind of got better at it. I think like motion controls on the Switch work well because it's like you use motion controls to get most of the way there, and then you use the sticks for finer aiming. Like, it kind of works, especially for games like to emulate mouse input.
I will say though, the Wii's got nothing on how bad the Kinect is.
Oh god.
My
Oh,
older
yeah.
brother played the Kinect at his friend's house, and he was standing in front of a blank wall, no windows or nothing, and the game for whatever froze and basically had a message for like a car going by too fast. And my brother looked around. There was no way it could have seen a car going by. It was just him.
Alright, what am
And
I
I guess
supposed
he
to
was
do?
moving too fast for the thing to keep up, and it thought he was like a car or something. So if that doesn't tell you how bad the Kinect was, I actually did own a Kinect myself, and I can safely say the input was not the greatest.
Oh, Hardcore
It was
Bunny
greatest.
is triggering us right now.
That was actually a very good Ghostbusters moment right there, where you just shot that and fell on your ass. That was a very Ghostbusters moment.
Yeah.
Metal Slug for the Wii was awesome. So is House of the Dead 2 and 3. I'm Han Solo. Han Solo. Solo.
No, you gotta do it right. I'm Han Solo. I'm Han Solo. I'm Han Solo.
I will actually.
So, at a former job I had, we had a partnership with Microsoft, and I was part of like this Microsoft thing where like you could enter sweepstakes and stuff and win stuff. And I remember one day I entered some random sweepstakes, and I actually won 2 of them, which was crazy.
You won
back
2
to back.
of them.
Won 2 sweepstakes, yes, from Microsoft. One of the sweepstakes was I won like the subsequent prizes. I didn't win like the grand prizes. I won like the like the lower tier prizes, but one of them was a Call of Duty 3 controller for the 360, and the other one was like four Kinect games.
Oh god.
And you know what I did with those Kinect games?
Frisbee?
I immediately put them on eBay and sold them, made some money. I sold them all for $75.
Well, that's $75 you didn't have before.
I had $75 a day before, yeah. I was like, yeah. Because I didn't have a Kinect, so I was like, these are just coffee coasters to me. So I put them on. I was like, hey, 4 new Kinect games, never been opened, $75.
All right.
But I had but that Call of Duty controller, I kept that because that was actually a pretty sweet ass controller. It was like camo.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it looked real nice. It had like a chrome D-pad. It was real nice. I don't know if I still have it. I had to look around.
Oh.
But getting back to like motion controls, yeah, I like how like for like games like the Switch version of Skyward Sword, you can actually turn off motion controls and just play with a regular controller like a human being, instead of actually having to use the Joy-Cons to control your sword and shield. Oh man.
Wait, sorry, I know the answer to that, sorry.
No, just...
Thank you, Nick.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, did you just die to a book monster?
No.
Yep, lamest death ever.
I wish I could die to a cookie monster. That's what I want to die to. I did it all for the cookie. The cookie.
Okay.
But yeah, so we will be having a closeout stream for 3-3. It's gonna be Sunday.
Looks like a good place for slime tether. Stretch a slime tether, point and launch the first tether, then point and shoot the second. Launch the slime tether will then contract. The more tethers you attach to a point, the stronger the result.
Wait, this Sunday?
Since the rest
November 3rd.
Okay.
You can blast an existing center with any other equipment type to destroy it.
Okay.
Come on.
There we go.
Like a pro.
So this level was supposed to be a stage in hell? That's interesting. Oh.
We should be able to put back that device.
Interesting.
Ghost world or no, the principle of leverage should still work the same anyway.
Huh. There we go.
Ah, yeah, you're on fire.
It occurs to me that these events are interrelated.
Kazarian exhibit, huge energy pulse, Sedgwick Hotel, return of Stay Puft.
I will admit, games that use like physics stuff in interesting ways, I am a sucker for those. I do like the creativity.
Yeah.
Fiction's a factor in this.
But what's the latest comment say?
The Ring of Hell is reserved for people who moan too loudly in the library. Why are they moaning loudly in the library?
I mean, we all know, Nick's especially. Oh god, I love this. This level is good, I like it.
Ghosts in the library.
There's a lot of
How
mirrors.
wackily unprecedented.
And you can break the mirrors too, that is so cool.
You're gonna have a goddamn eternity of bad luck.
Bring it on, bitch! Bring on the bad luck! Alright, where are you, Ghosty? Or what's the comment saying?
Horrible man says, does the bad luck matter if you're already in hell?
Oh god, that was awesome, Lug.
Well, that's the thing. If you're Doom Guy, you are the bad luck.
Yeah,
Apparently,
Sorry, Nick.
voice actors for Shadow, Sonic, Knuckles, and Rouge from the original Sonic Adventure 2 got together for a once-in-a-lifetime event, and I missed it.
What?
I'm so genuinely sad now. I didn't even know this was happening until like just 10 minutes ago.
Oh, what did they do? Was it like a fan reading or something?
It was... I'm not entirely sure. They had like a bunch of comics and figurines and stuff. There's like life-size statues of the oh, they've got a picture. She actually signed the Lonnie Manila, the original voice actress for Rouge, actually signed a giant Rouge statue, and it's got the tits.
Nix, why do I feel like
That needs to be a voice. That needs to be on a soundboard. It's got the tit.
guys, how would you feel if I got one of the original Sonic Adventure voice actors to interview for a live stream?
Can you do that?
I can try! I can reach out and say like, hey, like,
Put it in chat.
like, Lug, I promise you, if that happens, you will, I will have you there, like, I'm sure like Melee's probably gonna be there too, because you know he's also a fellow Sonic fan.
Because Sonic's statue has like his bracelets and stuff, so he's got like his upgrade from the game, but nobody else does. Which makes sense, because like Rouge and Knuckles especially would just be decked out in the weirdest gear.
By the way, I just
Knuckles
want to say, we will be doing a special Sonic 3 live stream around the time the movie comes out. Probably as part of the Friday Night Frenzy, but I'm not exactly sure yet. Lug, you are welcome to be there.
Ah, yeah! This is happening!
Also, I've been talking like to Melee about getting her on my game streams. I might reinstall Sonic Adventure 2 and just have some fun.
So if you do that, you'll have to choose your character.
So
Poor Jared will have to miss out on all that.
Well, he doesn't really come on the game streams anymore. He's got a lot of. He's a busy guy.
Exactly, so he'll have to miss out.
Yeah. I'm actually really excited for Sonic 3.
Oh yeah.
Same.
And just think, here's the thing, that if the first movie didn't do what it did, it would have been just a one and done, gone, and we'd have been done, forgot about it.
Yeah, I could just imagine if in that alternate timeline, YouTube videos a few years from now just being like, remember the weird Sonic movie?
No, what would happen is 5-10 years from now, it's like, this movie's underrated. We overhated it. You know how these things go.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
But see what happens when you you listen to your fans.
Oh yeah.
They will support you.
I think I actually saw like Twitter posts like actually mad that they did that because they knew the precedent that it set.
Oh, actually making good shit? Yeah, no, they were like, oh, we should just respect them what they make. No, if they make shit, then they can go you know.
They can go to Minecraft.
Yeah, they can go to Minecraft. I was about to say something not stream worthy, but yeah, they can go to Minecraft. They can go back to Fortnite. All right.
Yeah, I will say, I do like. There's a conspiracy theory that they did on purpose, like it was a whole marketing stunt. Honestly, I could kind of see that. Like that sounds plausible.
Well, guess what? It worked.
People saying that was crazy, but like there was wasn't there already like a bunch of merch already made with the original design?
Here's what I think happened. I think there was probably one executive that refused to change it, and there's either one person or a bunch of people like, guys, we told you this wasn't gonna work, and so like, okay, fine, release the trailer, and then finally when it got the trailer, that was like the straw that broke the camel's back to be convinced you like, okay, yeah, you guys are right.
I guess in a sense, it's almost like when let's see, wasn't it almost like what happened with Deadpool? Like it was canceled, and then the test footage was deliberately leaked out there, and then that's what finally brought everything back, and they went ahead with it. Now it's getting a movie.
Yeah, and like for the longest time, it's like, oh no, who leaked it? And and then finally, like, I think like a year or so back, it's like Ryan was like, yeah, it was me.
Back onto Sonic, I need that giant Rouge statue.
Does it have tits?
It does. It has the tits.
Okay. I love how that's a deciding factor.
Well, no, it's just not only that, but it's like, I don't know, there's something really sad about how Sega made this great female character in Rouge. Amy, too. I like Amy. I know a lot of people like to give Amy shit. Because, oh, she likes Sonic and she chases him around. But that's really more of a thing that the English dub did to her. Because, like, I've watched Adventure and Adventure 2. in the original Japanese with subtitles. And the way they play off her crush on Sonic, it's more playful. Like when she's like, getting him out of prison in 2, she's like, "Oh well, I'll get you out if you marry me." It's more of a joke. Like she's more playing it off as a tease than actually like trying to leverage his freedom against him.
Yeah.
Is that actually a quote of somebody who's saying that?
Oh, come on.
I don't know. I just
That sounds like something somebody would say.
If I was, so if I actually was playing, if I was playing and getting Sonic Generations, yeah, I probably would do it. And if somebody does gift it to me, I will stream it. I'll say that. But I wasn't planning on buying it, so.
But like, I also really liked Rouge in Sonic Adventure 2, and they've never really quite been able to recapture the magic she had in Adventure 2 to me, because in it, she's not really played up as her appearance would suggest. Like, yeah, I'm gonna sugarcoat, she's freaking hot.
Yeah.
Like, goddamn, they made this bat sexy and they knew it. But, like, I don't know, she's very competent, she's playful, and sometimes it gets, like, mildly flirty, but they never really play it up that much.
So,
and then,
Hardcore Bunny
be petulant.
Oh.
I love that.
Hardcore Bunny has a question for me.
Oh. Yo ho ho, yar Nick. Why don't you just pirate it like all ye other games?
I mean, yeah, that is a possibility.
That is a possibility.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
And then ever since Sonic Adventure 2, it's like Sega's been trying to like do different things with Rouge. I think Sonic Heroes had her at her most like barest essentials. Like she basically felt like a continuation of her character from 2. I'm just gonna call it 2. I don't want to have to say Sonic Adventure 2 the whole time, so just Sonic 2.
Yeah, we get it.
For simplicity's sake. But then after that, in X and whatnot, they try to make her more flirty and sexualized. And it kind of makes sense, because yeah, she's a spy, and she's also a thief. But she was, in 2, she was like playfully teasing Eggman. Like she called him out on his childish bullshit. Like she literally said, "Oh great, so you're throwing a temper tantrum like a little kid." And she'd be like, and she gets petulant with Knuckles. Like she gives him back the shards of the Master Emerald that she has, and she's like, "Just take them back. They've got a kidney stench on them."
Oh God.
And it's kind of funny.
Oh, that's adorable.
It's her way of saying, this is how I want to thank you, but I'm not going to say thank you for saving me, because she almost fell into like, I don't know, lava or something.
Ooh.
Whatever that red stuff was in the planetary level.
The thing I like about Knuckles and Rouge's relationship, it's very Batman Catwoman-esque.
Kind of to some extent, but like if Batman was socially awkward in the worst ways possible. Knuckles' official characterization for the longest time had one of his fears being women.
So
not because he was afraid of women, but because he was really bad at talking to them.
Oh
because
my God,
he grew up alone on an island and was alone on that island for so long that, and this is why he constantly gets tricked by Eggman, he's very socially naive. He's not stupid, like Sega keeps trying to
or Knuckles
characterize him these days.
I think with Knuckles, the common like interpretation is, oh, he's autistic.
I fucking hope not. I've never heard anyone say Knuckles is autistic.
And I hope no one ever does.
He's just naive.
Yeah, it's like how a lot of people
Goblin Slayer.
mischaracterize Goku as stupid. He's not stupid, he's naive. The man grew up in the mountains with no one but his adoptive grandfather, and even then, his grandfather fucking died early on in Goku's life, and he had to fend for himself until he met Bulma. And it's only after he met Bulma that he started to broaden his horizons and become like a part of the world.
I will say, by the time of Z, he should be like less socially inept, but he isn't. That I will criticize.
Kind of. It's not that. It's something that doesn't really translate well to an English audience, but it's more in the Japanese at least. Goku's not socially inept so much as he treats everyone he comes across that isn't an outright enemy as if they were a close friend, and in keeping with Japanese customs, that's kind of considered rude, especially to a stranger. Like, if you notice, whenever Goku's like around like even deities, he's very relaxed.
Yeah.
Very, I don't know.
He's always like, "Hey, what's up?" And they're like, "Dude, you just can't say, hey, what's up." Like,
yeah, you have to be like. Akira Toriyama isn't just Japanese; he's like old school Japanese. The man
I guess like, I guess you can say he doesn't know social.
He's not even just that. He's more of a like. He's too relaxed with people.
Yeah.
Like I said, he treats them more like he treats literally everyone he comes across and isn't immediately trying to kill them, as if they were his close friend, and doesn't really treat them with the respect they believe they deserve, especially because they're not really on that level of, like, dude, I just met you, you can't treat me like this. It makes more sense when you consider Japanese customs. So, it's just cultural differences.
Yeah.
But he does charm them over.
Yeah, because, like, Goku is the most
he's genuine.
relaxed guy, but he's, like, in his own way, he's got a good heart, so people are, like, naturally like, oh yeah, this guy's lit.
Yeah.
What's the comment saying?
Horrible Man says, Echidna stench, racism. Hardcore Bunny says, who's to say Batman really isn't socially awkward? If he is, he hides it very well. And he also says, Goku is stupid, he's just smart at fighting. He's naive. Really, that's all it really is. Super has his characterization off, but that's because it isn't Toriyama writing him anymore. It's Toyotaro, I think his name was. And Orbital says, even by Z, his interactions are mostly with psychopaths. All of his friends are a little off.
Yeah.
Hardcore also says, Goku almost destroyed his universe by pissing off Xeno's butler, who plotted to teach him a lesson by proposing the tournament. Yeah, well, that's because people... The deities in Dragon Ball consider... Because they're like the highest order... don't really like being talked to in such a nonchalant way, because they don't really believe it gives them the respect they deserve.
How dare
all
talk?
Yeah, you see it especially with Amatsu. And it's like, chill the fuck out, my guy.
Oh god. The worst thing in a game can do is make you babysit AI companions.
Yeah.
And this fight is just showcasing that.
That's why I actually kind of enjoy his interactions with Beerus, because, like, yeah, they fight, and Beerus was going to destroy the universe. But in the end, he comes around, and he's as chill as any of the other Z fighters.
Oh god, come on. The movement in this game is really weird. Like, I'm just gonna say it, it's really weird. Like, see, I revived them and I instantly get, like, come on. Like, this game is fun, but it is flawed to hell. Like, seriously! I just survived someone and now I gotta go do it again. What the hell?
Oh, you got me. Multiple contact. Aim high. Look behind you.
He's under control. Blast him in the eye. Look, I think it's working.
See, and now he's down. Like, and like, what the heck? Like, see? Like, come on. And then Egon's yelling at me. It's like, and now Egon's down. Like,
I think this is the part where you're supposed to use the teleporters to sneak around him.
Egon, you're supposed to be the smart one. What the hell?
I'm gonna try and get Egon. All right, looks like he got him. Okay.
Yeah, that's how you're supposed to dodge. You're supposed to use the teleporters to, like, constantly dodge him. And then hit him from far with, like, those darts.
Aim high. We need to get out of here.
All right.
Back here. Come on, Rook. That's got to be the way out.
All right. So we're gonna beat this level and then we're gonna call it a night.
Alrighty.
Which I think we just beat the level.
What the hell were you guys? I've been running all over this library, calling you, looking.
Oh, I just saw those statues, and she does have the tits.
We passed through a
Told ya.
portal into an alternate version of the New York Public
Imagine taking that out of
Library.
context.
40-foot monster made out of priceless antiques to steal an ancient magical book.
I told you.
Oh, well, that would explain it.
She's got.
Leave a note.
Not gonna lie, those statues are pretty dope looking, though.
Mean anything to you?
Yeah, there's a lot of statues that come out that I want, but
What is
they cost lots of
entirely
money, and I'm
sure,
like,
whatever it is, I think we just
oh,
turned it off.
curses. There's this really cool one where it has like Rebecca from Cyberpunk.
I'm thinking.
She's like shooting up right as Adam Smasher is about to crush her, and I'm like, oh god. If I
Oh,
had
wow.
money, I would buy that.
It could help us when we
Just
go to the
sit there and just look at it and start crying.
Rookie's Tree?
Nix, have you seen Edge Runners?
We need to know what this is.
I'll call for delivery.
No.
Again.
I've watched a couple episodes. I haven't finished it. I don't have the attention span.
Yeah.
Wow, it's not that long.
Also, I have enough on my plate. I don't need to be emotionally destroyed.
Yeah, that show is very good at it. So we're gonna wrap up here, guys.
I'm on One Piece.
We will begin. This was a really good stream. Very successful. We actually had a bunch of people in here. 87 views, actually. So this was a really good stream.
Awesome.
Yeah, so we'll be continuing this next week. And just playing this through. Probably won't take long. So kind of wrap up. Lug, where can people find you and what do we got going on?
Well, I guess sometime I may be able to get back to more comic videos. I have something still to finish, but I'm also Twitch streaming. In fact, I should be getting back to Sunlust tomorrow.
Lug, have you dropped your Twitch link in the chat?
I did like an hour or two ago.
Feel free to refresh it, and then that goes for anyone else here. If you guys want to drop your links, and when you feel free. Oh, okay. Yep. There's a boneyard. He didn't waste a fucking second. I respect that.
I don't wait a fucking second for that shit. So yeah, if you wanna follow us, go ahead.
Lug,
if I had a nickel for every Twitch follower I have named Nix, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice.
Alright, Lug, anything
A
else?
second Nick? You're cheating on me with another Nick?
Oh no! Oh no!
Strangely enough, there's a lot of VTubers named Nix. I don't know why.
Nix, you need to bonk Lug right now.
Son of a bitch!
You bastard.
It's
Bonk him.
somebody else. Ah!
Give it.
Alright, Caster. Yes. Yes, we missed you, Nix. Caster, you son of a bitch. What do you got going on? Where can we find you?
Let's see here. Well, I got the old YouTube channel. You can get there, but you can also find me on Twitter, and you can also right there on Twitch. I'm gonna link the stream. Yeah, and then just go on Twitter and cuss me out and watch me fail badly at games. So yeah.
That is allowed. And last, and certainly not least, I do not want to bonk. Please do not bonk me, Nix. What do you got going on?
Oh, well, I have, surprisingly now, a Twitch of my own, but I have not, give me a second. I haven't actually done anything with it yet.
You should fix
And
that.
that's kind of my own fault, but I don't know what I'm doing and I need help and I'm very stupid. But you can follow me on it.
Nix, you have an eager teacher in Lug, like he wants to teach you all of his secrets. Please use that resource.
Absolutely.
Okay. And
I'd be happy, like.
God. That giggle. So.
Please help me.
Yes. Help Nix. Help our precious friend. Alright, so thank you everyone for joining us. This was a great stream. I had a lot of fun. Caster, Nix, Lug, Jared, fuck you. You're not in the stream, but I'm just saying fuck you anyway. Thank you everyone for joining us. Peter Vegaman's Fansite, Hardcore Bunny, Herman, Black Reaper Kai. You guys are great. I hope to see you next week. So, as always, this has been Nick from the Phoenix Press, and remember... Wait, let me just do that. I can only show you the door. Wait, oh, crap. I'm trying to, like, tab out to do this. There we go. You know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna quit the game. Because it's not really.
Good night, everybody.
Oh God, it went green. Okay, there we go. There.
It's haunted.
Yes, I can only show you the door. You're the ones to walk through it. Good night, everybody. Holy crap! This was a really good stream, guys. Oh God, wait till I show you the numbers.